What is up? We are back with some more Wager Wars going down tonight. And it is feeling like V2 olden days. I'm joined by my longtime friend, the homie, young Ben Indez. How are you doing, brother?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me along. It's been so long since I don't think we've ever even casted together, but it's been so long since we've casted something classic or we've done an event together. Like you said, I think the first event we would have done, I would have been playing about 4 years ago now. So it's proper nostalgic to be sat here with you. And thank you for having me along.
Hey, man, I'm so happy that you're here. This is going to be freaking awesome. We had so much fun last night playing Aperon. You know, Aperon, beautiful game. I love it. But V2 with the poker aspect, I am so excited for this. I think it is just a self-seller, the two together, wagers, Axie V2. Oh my goodness. Because even if you're the underdog, you can always win, depending on matchup, depending on RNG, depending on one blunder from the opponent or one super 300 IQ play from yourself. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that can happen. And now there's a way for people to pick their heroes, to pick their friends, or, you know, pick against their friends, you know, if they want to be like, ha, I told you were going to lose. It brings a lot of extra oomph to the competition and just a small reason to compete on the daily, on the regular. You know, it is a very competitive game, and this gives everyone the chance. They can meet up, hang out, put up their wagers, put up their challenges, and then get to work.
Yeah, so many different ways that you can participate in these challenges. Like you said, you can try challenge your favorite player, your favorite streamer, your top player, or you can just be playing casually with your friends. There's obviously free bets running at the moment, along with the play to earn or the play to airdrop, sorry. And you know, next month when we have the wagers feature fully out and live, you will be able to bet on chain as well. But for now, like you said, there's no reason not to be just spamming as many free bets as you can get, playing as many games as you can, and getting used to this feature before the full version is out next month on chain.
Yeah, I mean, talking about that, they have an airdrop going on 2 days and 11 hours left. And you can also go and place your bets right here as our producer man is showing on stream. Maybe go to page 2 or 3. Show the people how active this is. Bets are popping up every couple minutes. These are all bets that are all happening already. They're closed. That's why you can't bet on them. So you usually want to go to like page 2, 3, or 4, and then the bets that are still open are going to happen. Look at this. Starting on page 3, that means that we have like 40, 50 challenge matches going on right now as we speak that have nothing to do with the stream. Look at this, and then they start and it begins, and you can just go down. Each time you bet correctly, you get 5 tribal. Stack those bags. Get ready for the real money bet. Get ready for the TGE. This is your chance. You can just go in there, stack, and then when the betting comes out, you can go and you can, you know, feed your betting addiction if you have it. Here you go. Boom, free. You don't even have to send any of your dollars there. You can earn them now and spend them later. So I wouldn't wait on this. I don't think it's going to stay like this forever, because I'm sure they are producing a whole lot of tribal right now that they weren't thinking they would. So take advantage while you can. Get involved. Figure it out. It's fun. It's easy. Look at how quick this goes. Wham, bam, next. It's quick and dirty. If you got the quick fingers, then this is built for you. So, you know, I've been using it. I love it. I can't wait. I'm going to have my tribally bag set. What about you, Inez? Have you been getting some bets in?
I have been very busy this week with everything with the TG, but as you said, can't miss it. Just hop on, playing some games. I've been doing challenges on a couple of streams this week too. I think you'd mentioned we might even have some other challenges going on at some point today in the stream. But yeah, been getting on, playing my friends, challenging my friends. I think you guys might have seen Gunlock and I, who's a fellow Tribally employee. We played a challenge earlier this week. We had Gunlock against Jiho even for a challenge. You know, everybody's getting involved nowadays.
Did they play? Did it happen?
Yeah, and Jiho won. Jiho beat Gunlock.
Oh, okay. Jiho plays. Like, and I've hung out with Jiho more than a couple times, and every single time he's playing Axie. He loves it. Like, he plays the game very often. He is a big fan, and I love to see him getting involved. Everyone's been getting involved. Look at this. We have 140 people going for Thunderstruck, and then for Mitsubishi, we've got 41 currently. I don't know, man. People might be sleeping on Mitsubishi. He is a freaking savage. Some consider him the best V2 player out there currently, but Thunder also is a savage and also considered probably top 5 in the game. So, these are big dogs. These are savages that go through most opponents like butter. And I'm excited to see we're doing best of ones, round robin format. They're going to play each other twice. And we're just going to run through these matches. You guys are going to be able to put up your wagers, make some tribal. Later, we'll even give you some chances to challenge our boy here, Indez, live on stream, potentially. And we're going to have some giveaways throughout the show. So make sure that you have a Tribally.games account. You should check it out because you're going to have to show us your username. You're going to have to make some challenges and post them in chat. I'm already telling you how we're going to be giving away money. So keep that in mind. Stay tuned. And we'll be doing that a bit later in the show. But what do you think about this match, Indez? This is going to be sick.
Yeah, as you said, this is a big one. Michi, I believe he's won 2 of the bigger tournaments that have come up so far since we brought Axie back. Thunder, of course, everyone will know him. Second at AxieCon. He's still been actively playing this entire time too. He's been helping the ISA boys to second place in every season so far, and they did get second on the LAN. I think Michi was actually on the YGG team that beat our ISA team. Yeah. So
it was Thunder and the boys won in the winners bracket, and then YGG came back and won it from the losers bracket. So it was very epic, and Thunder had to clutch out the winners bracket one. It was hard. It was tough. He did bring it home, but yeah, man, they've had some battles already. This is not their first time meeting up.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Michi was even one of our teammates back in the day. He was on the AxieGG team when AxieGG came back. Before moving over to YGG. So there's no bad blood there, but there is definitely a storyline to be made there. So I'm sure that Thunder will definitely want to win this one. Even though it is just a fun little challenge, there's always that bragging rights.
Oh, these guys always want to win. There's no part of them that ever is like, no, I don't want to win. This is just fun. Bull, Shaisa, they always want to win. So I want to give a quick shout out to everyone in chat. Eggy, Daigatale, what is this? We are doing some Axie V2 with the wager tool from Tribally. We're going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff tonight. We're going to have some high octane games. We're going to have wagers. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to have playing against the crowd. You got to stay tuned. Keto Cass, Mito Pals is back. What is good? Gunlock Tribally in chat. What's good, homie? Thank you for coming by. Thank you for helping everyone out. Nikto, Tribally Games. Who else we got? McDonald Duck. Mini Gamer Bob. What's up? It's been a while, Mini Gamer. Good to see you. Good to see you. We got Topher Man, Apex, NFT Core, D Hiker. So many. Thank you guys. Tapioca in the chat. We love you guys. We appreciate you coming out. What is good? Best. You guys are legends. Someone said, what do you think the tribal token is going to go to? I'm not going to give a number, but I'm going to say one thing. We've been waiting a long time for wagers and gaming. That has always been the natural bridge from Web 2 to Web 3. First games, and then the only games even in Web 2 that have truly survived the test of time have betting. League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Dota, betting. So we now have that tool, and Tribally is going to be bringing in more games, more opportunity, and everyone that is here now is early for sure. And I just see a very bright future for the team, for this product, for all of it. But we'll talk about that more later. Let's get into our first match. We got Michi, we got Thunder. These are two big dogs, probably the two favorites of the tournament. And I mean, I'm going for Thunder, but Michi's my boy. And back in the day, it was said he was my biggest fan. So it's hard to go against him, and I'll probably root for him for the rest of the games, but Thunder, he's my other son. So, I got 3 of you, Indez, Thunder, and Vinny. I got my 3 kids.
All right, I guess we'll be having to take Thunder. Thunder's my bet for this game. As we said, guys, get onto Tribally, into the challenges page, and you can get your free bets going. 5 tribal out to the winner, well, to the winners who vote correctly for this game. What do we think they're going to be playing, Chief? I don't know if you've kept up much with the meta. Do we know what Michi and Thunder like playing nowadays in this best of one format?
Well, there is that backline, I think it's a Dawn, that everybody has been using, that even Chan, like, so Thunder had the strategy, right, in the last tournament, that he was going to play 2 times the same deck, basically. 2 times the same 3, one version's better. And he didn't do it, and Chan did it, and Chan ended up beating him in the finals. So he was right. His gut was right. He didn't go for it. And I think that will come out today, but it looks like not this game. Mitsubishi's playing double Reptile with an Aqua in the back with the Spears, so Spears still around, still going strong. And Thunder with the double Aqua. Can you tell us more? And big attack right off the bat from Michi, getting a lot of damage through.
Yep, sorry, I had a little bit of network issues there. Yeah, off the bat, this matchup, it's looking like not what Thunder wanted out of this. Obviously, we got the very basic analysis that there's 2 Reptiles on that side and there's 2 Aquas on the other. But past that, we've obviously seen this Herbivore tank out of Thunder, and Michi's gone with this Reptile tank, which I'm not sure how popular it is nowadays.
It seems like a read. It seems like a read. It seems like a counter. Knowing Thunder probably likes this Herbivore tank, and not putting a plant out there just makes it so that there's not a whole lot of healing coming out, right? Those vegan bites are just not going to give the value that you want.
Yeah, definitely. And this mid game is really where the game is going to be decided, right? We've got this massive Reptile coming through for Michi, which is obviously going to give him the upper hand in the mid game. But if Thunder can have a little bit of chip damage coming through on this backline Aqua and have the speed up going into the 1v1, he can take this. Though, I think, looking at the health of that Aqua backliner from Michi, it can probably withstand at least 1 set of 4 attacks from Thunder's Aqua. So I think he's going to have his work cut out for him unless he can speed all the way through and get the upper hand in the mid game.
Last stand won't actually matter. But he gets the kill as well. Is it gonna still get off its attack? That worked out perfectly for Michi. Absolutely perfectly for Michi. And that is kind of it for the first one, probably. I think Thunder would have to pull some kind of illegal aces out of his pocket for this one, right? Because now with these 2 Aquas in the back and this Reptile at full HP sitting on no cards. Or do we only see Thunder's cards? Oh, we only see Thunder's cards.
We may only see Thunder's cards, yeah.
I was going to say, that don't make no sense.
No, yeah, like you said, we've got, not only is it slower than the Aqua. Oh, wait, hang on. He's used his Artifact. Now, Artifact is something new. So for anybody that hasn't been playing Classic, I've had this explained to me just last night. So now that Reptile is actually Beast class. So all of these Aqua cards are going to do more damage. So like we've seen here from Michi, quite rightly, he's made sure that Aqua's got out of the way so that he doesn't take any more damage than he needs to. And that Aqua attack just did 200, which obviously, if it wasn't a Beast, it would not have been doing 200. So I think we've overlooked that he actually had a chance.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be learning tonight as well. If anybody in chat wants to chime in on the artifacts, we're more than happy to learn from you guys. That's very freaking cool. It adds another layer, which is awesome. That's the thing about V2, right? There was always eyes and ears. They still have eyes and ears to add. Like, there's still so much that can be changed. There's so much balance that can be brought into the game. So many new releases, so much marketing that could be done around the game. There's so much that is still untapped and hasn't been touched. And they finally changed the art. I swear, I wish I had a clip of me saying this 3 years ago. I really do. And just like, guys, eyes and ears, good art, leave the game. No, we had to go Origins. All right, cool. We're back. And now they're bringing in these artifacts. Very cool, because that has always been a thing with beasts, right? If a beast gets hit by an Aqua or a bird, it's just pow, pow, dead, gone, later, bro. And it's kind of cool to be able to see, like, now the Reptile has that on it, so it's a beast, which means it can be deleted, even with a high shield.
Yep. Yeah, so I think the way the artifacts work are that you can play it for only one round, and you can change either your Axie or the opponent's Axie to whichever class of the artifacts you are carrying. So I believe the way this has impacted the meta is everybody's going with this heavy Aqua and Bird damage like you normally are, right? Seeing all of these Aquas coming out. But then, like you said, they're bringing these beast artifacts, changing any sort of plant or reptile to a beast and just absolutely smashing through it. And it's leading to people running a lot more damage and not having to worry as much about this energy generation and sort of controlling the game out, when in any round they can just change it to a beast and absolutely smash through it.
No, that's cool. That's very cool. And it just adds a whole nother layer of depth to the game. Awesome. Can't wait to see more of it. So everyone that picked Mitchie, 5 tribal, boom, easy claps. It was that's all you had to do. And you got to sit here, watch the game. And now, producer man, can you pull up the stream on the website? Very cool from Tribally. And it gave me this idea. The community should chime in. What do you guys think about doing more of these meetup streams? It can be different content creators, KOLs, maybe Tapioca's interested. Some guys in South America against some guys in the Philippines. Ever thought about that? We can do, South America, Philippine battles now and have like the best players from both sides meet up, have an amateur league. And there's a way to keep tabs on it. There's a way to, make it more legitimate and bet on these matches and do the tingy. I think that would be really cool if we had a South America, Filipino kind of like a league, right? Where we just show up and we do challenges and everyone bets on each other and everyone plays to show that they're the best. Because when you're playing and you're wagering and people are winning off of you, people also learn about you. This is a very interesting social dynamic where you're going to have a lot of eyeballs on you, which means if you're doing social media, if you're doing Twitter, if you're doing Instagram or TikTok or anything like that, or YouTube, this can grow a fan base for you. Being consistent, showing up for your matches, playing, streaming, showing your personality, and then winning money for people. Think about it, guys. This is a huge, huge opportunity here. And I really believe that this is the future. Like, this is going to change Web3. This is going to change Web3 gaming. And it's happening right now, right in front of your eyes. We're honestly making history again, right? We've been here a while, and as we started Axie Esports in a lot of ways, and to be able to sit here and talk about this and be a part of this years later, what'd you say it was 4 years ago?
4 years, yeah.
And I was already in it for almost a year before you joined, so it's like 5 for me, right? Or so it's crazy, man. Time has flown. We're here, at the precipice of another bull market, and I know it's been rough, everybody, but all the charts, all the indicators, everything is saying the same thing. It's going to be a fun ride. So let's just be patient. And in the meantime, do some challenges, man. Do some wagers. Go click that button, make some tribal tokens.
Yeah, can't say anything more than you just said. Like you said.
Sorry, I said a lot.
No, you said a lot, but as I said, better than I would have said it. There's a lot of saids in that sentence. We've got next we got coming up. Thank you, Vinny, for saving me. We have Tapioca against Feliciano, or I think he might go by Felipe as well. What do you think of this matchup? Now you're going to have to tell me a bit more about these two players. I recognize their names, but I don't know any of the storylines. What have we got?
So I met Tapioca at a live event, but it was Origins. And I know he's a gamer. So I know that he has been absolutely playing every game and he's been a high level at every game. He's one of those guys like you give him a game, he gets really good at it. Feliciano from Sapagato, I forget what tournament it was. I casted it. They also showed up and they were good. Like, these guys were very talented, very skilled. I remember them upsetting some people. I think it was also Origins. Can't remember exactly. There was a lot of tournaments in a very short amount of time, but both players very experienced, live event experience. They understand the game. They understand all the ins and outs. And, I'm excited to see who's going to come and get this first win, because Mitchie, he did work in his first one. I know Thunder's going to be coming strong. Tell me what you see here on the board.
Yep, so as you said, we've got this Dawn at the back. Now, anybody that's been around for a while will know this is normally a bird. Now, the reason that people have swapped to Dawns is they've got a bit more health and they're not too much slower. We're not seeing any of these pure birds that are going to outpace them anymore, and people are going with these Dawns, getting a lot of damage with these Dawns. As you can see, this is the old machine gun bird build on this backliner. Then we have a teal shell mid, which is another card that's been changed quite a lot. The more health you have, the more damage it does. So that's I like the theory behind Feliciano's team, isn't it? It's just massive damage, and you've got the chance to brick wall up with that midliner and a bit of outplay with the eggshell. Coming up against Tapioca's, I really like this team. They've got a lot of parasites, got a lot of discard. This looks like a sort of team we'd have seen 3-4 years ago. Aqua backliner again with Goldfish seems to be a common theme with a lot of these teams. And then this bug in the midline with the Kataro. Again, one from an older meta. It makes for a really interesting matchup where if Tapioca can start to mess with these combos, start to get that bird low on cards, this fish snack may be a pain in the arse for them to try breakthrough.
Okay. Teal shell brings back like very mixed feelings for me because I bred teal shell like 4 years ago, and it was just never good until recently. Yeah. And I was just like, when I heard it was good, I was like, yeah, well, screw you all. I have some of the sickest tanks back in the day with teal shell, and I was just like, this is ridiculous. They're 3 years late. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Like I said, it was always worse than Sponge, always worse than any other build on the Horde, and now it's by far the best. So let's see. We're finally seeing a damage round after a passive first 3 rounds from both the players. Wonder if we can get this damage through on Tapioca's end. And he's thinking about the Herbivore. Probably a turn that we're going to see some damage finally come out. And now, obviously, with this eggshell build, we don't have a post blackmail. So there is no way for him to pass this eggshell back. So if this bird moves and tries to do damage, there may be a chance of him sniping it. And as you can see, he's thinking about the Kataro. He's decided to go against it and not play the catch.
And there's the egg, right?
Come through. Yeah.
And there is the egg. So good math from Feliciano to get that quick kill. But it looks like this bird is also gonna probably die. There, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that doesn't seem like a terrible trade.
No, the bird is down, but the big problem is that he's just used 2 of those bug cards that he would obviously want against this plant. However, he's been bailed out a bit. As you can see, he's just used his artifact, so it's now a bug. So his aqua cards are going to do more damage, but the question is, does he want to play the artifact on a turn that he's going to be using bug cards into it, and they're going to use less damage? So let's see. He's thinking. We might want to go with these goldfish. He's playing them. He's really thinking about it here. A lot going on. Not sure if that artifact was what he wanted to play, because as we said, it's going to make it into a bug. These aqua cards are going to do more damage, so it should be a kill turn. But let's see if Feliciano reads that.
But he loses damage on the other 3.
Yeah. So I think he's going to have enough damage now. So I think there was more to it than we saw there. Because he played the artifact, Feliciano knew that it was going to be a kill turn, so he might have left that shield off thinking he was trying to fake him out, actually play the artifact but not play the damage. And in the end, I think he's faked himself out a bit there, and he has 7 energy, all the cards, but not many Axies left. So let's see if he can pull this one out the bag.
Hey, Feliciano is down to 1 Axie, but like you said, strongest horn in the game, and it has Why So Serious, so now this is a tough one. Because that Why So Serious, yeah, did he use an artifact? Like, how did that?
That was just the teal shell. That was all the teal shell. That was huge damage coming through there. Yeah, it looked like
Tapioca even said how.
Yeah, Tapioca tried to not play that fish snack. Again, it was a little bit of a mind game there, trying to not go with the fish snack, get that double Katara up, get some energy on his side, and Feliciano just rammed straight through it, full damage, had all the energy in the cards, and now, as you said, we've got Razor Bite, we've got not a lot of energy coming through on Tapioca's end, and really, in this situation...
Apparently, Teal Shell does 8 million damage, so Feliciano is definitely... I've got to see this. 145, and then a 116 that heals him.
Yeah.
And
A
this is all
lot.
Tapioca can do, right? Is just get that 4 Aqua moves, and it's not going to matter unless he gets some massive critical support.
Yeah, not enough. As we said, he'd love to have been in this position with some of those discards already through. Less cards in the hand of Feliciano, but unfortunately, he was down energy, he was down cards, and yeah, he wasn't quite able to get what he wanted out of that game.
It's okay, though. Last night in Aperon, it looked like Ancient 8 was just going to run away with it. And in the second round, Sensi came back. He took out both Ancient 8 players, and all of a sudden, Sensi took second place. You know? And it just shows that a slow start means nothing. They have a bunch of matches still to go. Yeah. Oh, what up, RoboCop? How do I participate in the wager? Let's drop the challenges link here. And the first round of 6 matches has already been posted. We will post the next 6 here in chat. What up, Darwin? How's it going, man? Long time no see. And you can go on tribally.games right now and you can bet on hundreds of matches that come up all the time. What is good? Good morning, Mr. Rare. What's good? What's good?
Say some words.
There's only, it's not, well, they're not even words, they're letters. GM. Legends.
Someone clip that. That's his post for today. Love it. Mignonis in the house. Vlinks Gamer. Welcome, everyone. What was I saying? Totally lost my... How do I participate? Go to tribally.games, make an account, go to the challenges button, and start doing tingies. If you could show them one more time on screen, producer, man, that would be great. And then, who's our next match? Let's keep these rolling. We still got a whole bunch of matches, and if we get through some pretty quickly, then we can get Indes playing against the crowd. What'd you do?
We're doing some... We've just leaked some of Feliciano's strategies there. He's changing some teams, changing some artifacts, got it up on stream. Hope his next opponent doesn't see that.
Well... Either way, here's the challenges button, and it's okay. Remember, we're here to have fun tonight. This is less about, like, hardcore competition and more about everyone having a good time, getting on the tool and trying it out. Look at all these bets starting in 13 minutes. All these bets starting in 13 minutes, and you can go right now and clickety-clack away. Each time you get one right, 5 tribal tokens. If you can get a nice stack of tribal tokens when the real betting comes out, you're already going to have a bankroll to go out there and play with. And the best part is you can hang out with your friends and you guys can challenge each other, and then you can bet on each other, and you can put it on Twitter and on Tribally and have other people bet on you as well, right? You can market yourself, promote yourself to get more people to bet. The more people that bet, the more you earn as the player in the challenge. There's a lot of feedback loop going on. And yes, I'm eating my green beans again. A lot of feedback loop going on. You just got to get involved.
Yeah, I think one of the big ways we've been trying to market this is as a non-extractive play-to-earn mechanism. Like you said, you can come here, you can get other people to bet on you, and it's not a drain on any one of your favorite games' economy. We're not giving out SLP for Axie, we're not giving out APRS for Aparen. It's all being done. It's going to be in USDC, and then there's also going to be the option for Tribal. And like we said, it's that loop. It's peer-to-peer betting, so whatever you guys are putting in is whatever you guys are going to be getting out. And as a player, what you're going to want is as many people betting on you as possible. Like Chief said, you're going to get a small kickback of that betting volume. And, you know, if you're a game, you want to be getting as many players playing on this, playing and doing challenges as possible, because there's then less of a strain on you, right? You don't have to release your token too early. You don't have to offer these earning mechanisms that a lot of Web3 games have been forced to do earlier in the life cycle. Instead, you can just release the wagers, and everybody loves wagers and betting on Web3 games anyway. Like you said, in the Web2 world, it's a big thing at the moment. And hopefully it's going to cultivate a bit of a push towards this esports again, like you guys have been doing with E3. You're always pushing the esports first, and now you've finally got a way for the players, the viewers as well, to get that little bit more involved.
Yeah, I mean, E3 is actually doing a lot more now. We'll talk about that more after TGE. But you talk about a very important point here. Uh-oh, Annie's gone. All these different Web3 games are in this pickle where it's like, I have to make a good game. I have to have a good economical plan. I have to have a good TGE launch. I have to have a self-sustaining token. I have to have a way to feed back into the token, into the NFTs, into the ecosystem. I have to. There's so many things they have to do. And part of my vision of Web3 has been, since we talked to the people that helped us put this wagering together over a year ago in Dubai, to make Web3 sustainable for any game. It's not about one game, right? We've learned that people are playing a lot of games. They're trying to earn in a lot of different ways. If you have things like this tribally wagers, like you said, it brings that value to that other game. It's one less thing they have to do right now, today or yesterday. It brings some flow to the game right off the bat. It's like a plug and play, basically, for other games, where they now don't have to think as the first thing, how do I have a stable economy? Because that's where a lot of games are making huge mistakes, huge blunders. They sell a bunch of NFTs, and then they're like, well, now we have to change the game 37 times in the next 6 months. And the people that bought the NFTs are like, cool. Now I have an asset that's basically a trading meme. I'm trading a meme coin at this point. It's going to be good this week and bad next week. Great. Why did I just invest a bunch of money in this? You're not ready. The game's not ready. So why are you selling NFTs before the game is ready? So many of these problems, right? And the problem is they all have so much pressure and they're trying to do so many things. And this brings an answer to one of those big problems that all the games have. Like, how do, players are expecting to earn or have at least an avenue to earn, a way to earn. Now they do. They just have to get out there, promote it. And that in turn is great for Tribally and the product, because people are incentivized to promote the tool and incentivized organically to use the tool. Because it's just being a part of it and playing in it, you're winning and your friends are winning and everyone you get involved is winning, right? So good job. Good job, team. Here, this is me clapping. But we got our next match. We've got Thunder. We've got Tapioca. They both lost their first matches, so they both really feel like they need to win this one.
Yeah, this definitely needs to be a rebound. And from the first games, we saw Thunder use a plant double aqua team, and Tapioca was running the Parasite setup. Now, if I were Thunder, I would probably be quite happy going into that matchup with my aquas against Tapioca's team. So the question is, are we going to see a swap out of Tapioca? Are we going to see a swap out of both of them? Now remember, guys, this is absolutely no bans, no pick phase, no limits on teams. So they could bring 10 teams if they wanted to this. So it's really hard for the players to try and pick what they're going to counter with, when obviously they can play as many teams as they want at the moment. So I'm really interested to see what Thunder and Tapioca bring in this next match.
I think for wagers' sake, it's fun to do it this way. I allowed them to make any kind of rule set they wanted. I wanted to leave it up to the players because, again, this is supposed to be fun. That's the point here, right? And they did switch it up. A complete swap-a-roop or two. What are we seeing here?
Okay, so we have another one of these not another one of these Dawns, but another one of these teal shell Axies coming out of Thunder. He's got it on a Dawn this time, on this massive chunky yellow thing. That's amazing. Against what looks like a fairly standard team of the past from Tapioca. He's got this bug bird set up with the regular plant. Now, I feel like Thunder's just got an outright matchup advantage here. It looks like his bird is quicker, and it also looks like his Dawn is obviously going to have a matchup advantage against that bug. Let's see, but I feel like Thunder is going to be the one taking this home.
Wow, he is using all of his bird cards against this plant right off the, well, I guess it's round 3. Oopsie.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Don't worry, son.
Both eggshells used there as well, which is something to keep a track of. Now Thunder has 7 or 8 energy, but not the cards he wants to be playing to kill this tank. So let's see how he manages this. Obviously, good time to use those eggshells. Only 3 energy out of Tapioca, and he has just seen A lot of both tank and bird cards, so he's probably going to get away with this and just have a free damage turn. And hopefully next turn draw some damage onto this midliner, and he'll probably be playing with that.
Does it feel like in the first 2 rounds, Thunder may have played some tank cards and gotten very little value for them? Oh no, because Tapioca's tank is full. Huh. It has no heals.
Yeah,
so
I think
he's been a lot of they both must have just passed.
Yeah, and then on the turn that Thunder's tank got taken out, he did play some cards, but it wasn't enough. So yeah, definitely not the most value out of that tank. Nice Kataro there, gaining a bit of energy for Tapioca. Now Thunder's in a really difficult position because he's not getting the card draws he wants on that midliner, and he's not going to have the damage to take out this plant unless, you know, it plays absolutely nothing. So he's going to be forced to play even more cards into this front tank. And, you know, ideally, he'd be swinging and getting some damage on this bug here. That's probably what he wanted to do by keeping it alive. But now he's going to be playing into the front tank. And if we're Tapioca, ideally, he's just passing this turn and saving up some energy to get a real big kill turn on this midline Dawn.
And there it is. Oh, no, that's not. There it is. So that's good for Thunder because... Oh, that's annoying. Nah.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, not enough damage.
That's annoying. But
oh wow,
it's not
okay.
terrible because the hit back from Tapioca means he got full value for those shields, putting Thunder in a decent spot. That was good. That was huge.
Yeah, so like we said, if Tapioca had passed, he would have been in a pretty good position. Thunder without many cards, 5 energy on Tapioca's side, and enough damage to come through and threaten a kill. Now, obviously, Thunder still doesn't have any damage, but at least he's not as worried about the damage coming through from Tapioca. So he's going to play this pumpkin. Even if Tapioca passes, he's going to get a card draw. And then in this position, he's hopefully just going to be ramming the bug through in the following round. And let's see if Tapioca's got an answer for it.
So I wonder now how they bring in the artifacts, right? To try to... What does Tapioca do with his artifact here? I guess you could turn it into a plant, the middle from Thunder, right? And so the bug can do a lot of damage.
So I think Tapioca is carrying a bug artifact at the moment. So it's basically he wants bird cards, right? He wants bird cards in his hand and he wants to turn it into a bug. But it looks like that last round, Tapioca has played far too defensively. Obviously wasn't aware that Thunder drew very poorly and didn't have the damage to come through. And it's ended up working out is Tapioca spending more energy in cards defending a non-existent attack round for Thunder. So it looks like we're going to be able to get a kill here on Thunder's side, but there could be a bit of eggshell coming out. So let's see.
Oh.
Tapioca might live to see another day.
That was a great eggshell from Tapioca. He's going to take some damage, but he won't die. And now he's going to get some heal back from the mosquito. Probably, I don't think that playing the... he played the snail shell. But I guess he might have died if he didn't. So, yeah. No, that was a great turn from Tapioca. That worked out really well. His bug is pretty healthy now. And Thunder doesn't have a whole lot of cards in hand.
Yep, so now it's another key round where Tapioca has to gamble that Thunder does not have damage coming through. And once again, he's actually gone very defensively. Now, at least this time it stopped a bit of energy gain. Though really all that's happening is he's ramming into Thunder where Thunder doesn't have any cards, but he's also got a load of health. And Tapioca just keeps playing energy, so he's got no chance of actually killing in one round. So it's an interesting game so far. I feel like Thunder, if he'd have got the right card draws, this game would have been over already. But we've got this weird situation going on where, yeah, he's not getting the draws he wants, and Tapioca doesn't have the energy to do anything else about it.
And yeah, this is a very awkward situation. There's so much energy in hand here, and then Thunder's like, huh? What do I do?
Yeah, let's see. So that looks like a snail shell.
No, it's not.
That was not a snail shell.
So the bird's down, but now Thunder's in a good spot, right?
Now this is interesting.
That's not a great draw. That's a bad draw. Oh boy, he needs the shield.
Now,
there's only two. No way.
Yeah, Tapioca only had 2 energy, but could he have changed the bug there? He used the bug artifact and changed changed Thunder's Dawn and got some more damage too. I didn't think it would have made a difference, but yeah, nonetheless,
Very close game.
Solid game. Yeah, that was
back and forth battle.
Yeah, it feels like that was one of those ones where neither player really got the cards they wanted. Thunder had all the energy in the world the entire game, but because his tank went down so early, obviously holding some of his cards, he was never really able to get the draws onto that midliner. And like we said, that tilt shell midliner, it does more damage the more health or the more shield it has going into the round. So if he's not got many cards to play with the tilt shell's not doing much damage. So yeah, really good game.
I like that dynamic. I like how they did that with the higher shield, higher damage. So like if you get hit before you attack, you lose some of your value. Like that's a cool dynamic. I like that. Well done.
Yeah, I mean before what did it do? It boosted
more shield when you attack.
Boosted shield. Yeah, and by that point you normally didn't have any shield anyway, right? Because it was always going to be played on like a tankier style build, reptiles. So yeah, it's definitely a nicer dynamic now. I think it was very broken when they first released it, and it's been tamed a bit since, so we're not seeing it in its full potential. But yeah, it's a nice little addition. Nice to see them bringing some reworks to dead cards, because there's 145 cards or something like that in Classic, and we only ever saw about 20 or 30 of them, at least in the top level.
Absolutely. And I want to remind everyone that is placing their wagers on the website, you have to when you go to completed, a lot of challenges are happening. So you might like not check for a couple hours and there might be 10 pages of nothing and you'll think it didn't work or something. No, they're there. You just got to search back and claim them. It's a real good problem to have, that so many people are using it that you have to find your bets basically. I'm sure they'll update that in the future. But for now, just don't think that it's gone. Don't think that it's not there. It's there. You just got to go back, do a couple clickety clacks, and then wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Was that a comprehensive
like we've been saying? That, I mean, it made sense to me. Perfect sense to me. Yeah, like we've been saying, our devs, Amy, everybody else on the dev team, product team, brought this out thinking that we were maybe going to get 15, 20 challenges a day, and everybody's loved it. We've got, I think he said something like 20 every 5 minutes going on nowadays. I think there was 800 just today. The stat on day 3 was 250,000 best placed from you guys. So we're definitely getting a lot of volume. And so that UX, don't you worry, it's going to be updated as soon as the dev team have time. At the moment, they're putting in 80 and 20-hour days to get ready for the TGE. There is a lot going on. So if there are any issues that you guys are having, I would say go tell Gunlock in the Discord, but he's working through about 200 tickets a day at the moment too. So yeah, feel free to tag me on Twitter or just mention it in Twitch chat if there are any things, growing pains
in chat, and you can all show up at his house and tell him, what your problems are.
Yeah, bring a pitchfork, some flamethrowers, and come tell me what you think. But no, yeah, put it in chat, DM me, message me. I'll pass it on to the team when they got some more time. And yeah, really appreciate that you guys are loving this feature. And now we've got this next match, Mitchie, Feliciano.
Hell yeah.
The two winners from last round. So we've just seen Thunder pull a game back, and now we've got a chance for somebody to pull ahead. We had a strong.
There can only be one.
Both. Yeah.
There can only be one that takes this. I don't really know who is gonna take it. They're both amazing. My gut is telling me Mitchie, but Feliciano, savage. Been showing, every showing he's had has been great. That first game was great, and I wouldn't be surprised if he came in and raffle stomped. Like, it's definitely possible.
Yeah, I mean this sort of style is really up Mitchie's street, right? He won those 2 massive tournaments where a lot of it was just best of 1. So you would feel like Mitchie's the favorite, maybe for the whole tournament, like we were saying. But Feliciano has a chance to pull ahead, and it's not only pulling ahead; it's that you got that one-on-one feature that he not only is first, but he beat Mitchie as well to do it. So we could get a bit of a psychological lead this early into the round robin.
Oh, and I really want to start. I would like to do more of these small events. And not with 4 invited players, but having a bunch of games going on, kind of ESPN style, and then you can like jump through them and just see who's playing. And watch their streams, basically watch them compete, and then sit there and chat about it, talk about it, bet on it, and just make that a show and build storylines. Like, these guys play each other all the time. They don't always get to play each other on stream in front of 100 people, though, right? And we just getting started. We came up with this whole plan 1 week ago on Sunday, so it hasn't even been a full week. And we out here, second show already. Great job, E4E team, getting this all together so quickly. Beautiful production. Everything looks very, very clean. And here we go. Round 2. We got Mitsubishi, Feliciano, and it looks like Feliciano's bringing out that Super Bird, while Mitsubishi's bringing out a very interesting lineup with a bunch of discards again.
Yeah, so this Dusk looks very reminiscent of what's been used this past year or so, but you'll see the big change is he's put the Parasite on it. We've seen another triple Parasite team. Seems that this might be the new meta at the moment, and a lot of damage coming through from Feliciano in that first turn. But as we can see again, we've got that same predicament where the bird has a lot of cards, but it's forced to use an eggshell in that combination if it really wants to get the value out of it. And Mitsubishi has done a good job to put himself on 5 energy. He's got that option to catch an eggshell if he needs to. And I feel like that's going to be a theme of the rest of this game, where he's always going to make sure he's got that threat to finish off the Dawn if it does come through with an eggshell.
Yeah, I feel like the Mitsubishi's backliner isn't optimal for this matchup at all. And I don't think he wants all those cards right off the bat, right? Like, I guess it's okay, because then you cycle through faster and potentially get them back. But yeah, with the eggshell, potentially putting yourself in harm's way, it's weird, right? It puts you in an awkward early game. And now there's only 2 more Axies, so Feliciano, now he's going to have to make a move.
Yeah, he's in a bit of a rough spot where that tank did get good value. It didn't get attacked into, but it got the damage value off. So now Michi's been able to hold on to those hold on to the cards from the backliner, like you were saying. And really, he's passed that round, but it's not done well for Feliciano. He's still got a tank to worry about. He can't threaten any damage on that midliner. So Michi is in a really good spot here. The question is if he just passes another round or softly defends that tank. He's got a lot of options. But of course, this bug is going to be a pain in the ass for him to get through. He doesn't have that much damage that's good against bugs. And even the artifact that he's brought there in the top right corner, being an Aqua, it's not going to help him too much because most of his damage is Bug Beast, right? So it's going to be an interesting mid-game.
So you bring an artifact that you pick before the game, and it's only for one type, so you can make one Axie a certain type for 2 turns. That's basically the artifact thing.
Just for the 1 turn even, yeah. So
1 turn,
people,
okay.
Yeah. So most people are just doing, obviously, what most of their damage does good against, right? So in Michi's case here, he's going to be doing better against plants and reptiles, but he's still gone with the Aqua one. And that might actually be for a defensive artifact use rather than on the offense, of course, because you can use it on your own Axies as well.
That's a good point. And that doesn't really apply in this matchup, but yeah, that makes sense because that bird would just get stronger.
Yeah, exactly. So that Dawn could just rinse through the bug, but if he changes it to a plant or to an Aqua, for 1 round, then he at least takes a little bit less damage.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Got another.
Oh, it only works for 2 attacks, Robocop says, and I did see a 2 counter, so that would check.
Oh, 2 attacks. Yeah, ignore everything else I said, but no, still same point. Like we said, 2 attacks. That is a lot of damage that you would stop yourself from taking. But once again, we've got a weird mid game where we've got a lot of energy, but not a lot of cards for Feliciano, and we've got energy from Michi, but not a lot of damage that's going to come through and kill this bug. So let's see how this round plays out.
I was just told there's a bug with the artifacts, so they're not going to be using them tonight. So don't wonder why players aren't using them. That's why. They made a gentleman's agreement and just said, all right, nobody use them. People are having issues. But all right, he does get the kill. And the last stand is also gone. That was kind of a waste there, it felt like, from Michi. Didn't get the kill, didn't get much damage, and got rid of his own last stands. So now it's looking like Feliciano's in a great spot.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not the ideal scenario. And the other big issue that Mitchie's got at the moment is he only has 4 cards in his hand, as you can see on the top right there. So if he had a full hand right here and he was able to just reel off these parasites, he wouldn't be too worried, I'd imagine. But without that full hand, he's definitely going to be struggling. He still manages to get a parasite off to try and stop Feliciano from getting that full hand, but it looks like it's more of a question of when rather than if for Feliciano to finish this game off.
And those are the energy counters. The players see those, right, of each other?
Yeah, so you can see the energy counters and the card counters now. But this round, actually, Feliciano hasn't got a snail shout, and Michi has 5 cards. So as long as he's got 3 damage cards in this hand, he might be able to gamble that Feliciano doesn't have the cards in hand to defend that bug. But let's see. It seems like Feliciano is realizing this, and he's going to play the eggshell, play a lot of damage, and try get ahead for this inevitable 1v1 against his bug.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, good call, good play from both players, especially Michi. He's got and he misses the bug, the eggshell. Oh no, and he smiles down at the bottom. That might have been the turn, the move. That was it. I think Feliciano is gonna fall here unless he gets like 2 crits.
Yeah, that was really not a good turn. And like we said, all the energy, but no cards to do anything with it. Once again, seems to be a common theme against these parasite teams. Not a lot of cattail in the meta at the moment. Lots of plants that are using cottontail or using the carrot, and really it gets you in these situations where if you're running combo dependent Axies like that Dawn and you are getting discarded, you're going to struggle in that late game. So I feel like the main issue there was Feliciano losing that tank so early, right? If he could have drawn the game out for a bit longer, got those card draws onto that backliner. But unfortunately for him, it went down really early on in the game and he was just chasing that card draw for the rest of it.
And that'll happen, you know, that will happen. That comes into play every once in a while. And make sure, guys, in chat, there's the challenge for the next Michi Feliciano match. We had another one earlier for Tapioca Michi. That one might be over now. Make sure to get your votes in for your favorite players, for your friends, or just whoever you think's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? So you can take home that free Tribally. And it looks like we're gonna have Tapioca versus Michi next, or maybe Thunder versus Feliciano. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, but these games have been good. I think it would be fun too with some kind of format in the future. 10 Axie pools in a band. Like, I love that. That's always the best. It was just all very short notice, right? So for this time, we kept it simple. But in the future, you know, you guys within the community, let's see if you guys can't just meet up. One person streams it, and then you guys all join the call and talk and mess around. And yesterday, Biku was saying maybe add some drinking games to it. That could be fun. That could be fun.
Yeah, and on the featured challenges page on the Tribally site, at the moment, of course, we've got our Twitch stream on there. But on a normal day, if you just connect your Twitch to your Tribally account, your challenges will appear as the featured challenge, and people will be able to go watch your stream from your page as well, directly from the Tribally site. So like you were saying, if you are a creator in the community and you want to make a name for yourself, you can sit on here, do your challenges, and I believe at the moment we've got something like 9,000 daily active users on the Tribally site. So there's a lot of footfall for you to try get some viewers off of, especially during play to airdrop season. So yeah, take advantage of it whilst you can.
In general, with the activity on these wagers, this isn't even for the airdrop. This is just because this is people want to do this. So if you're an up-and-coming, you know, Axie player, content creator, YouTuber, this is your chance. You just set up your OBS, you connect it to the Tribally platform, you play your matches, you stream it, and, you know, a lot of these viewers probably saw the stream on Tribally that are here tonight. I wouldn't doubt that. People are just checking through like, oh, wow, this is dope. And they hop in, they check it out. They'll hop in, they'll check you out too. And if you can hold them and you have some good matches and you give them something to talk about and maybe win them some bets, I'm sure you'll have some real fans real quickly, right? Like, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. It makes me want to start playing V2 again. Just to be able to compete, get out here, but I just get destroyed all day, right? So I'm not going to do that. But this is an opportunity, everybody. Whether it's clicking for the tribal token or a growth hack for your future. In Web3, the world is based on clicks nowadays. It's based on views. It's based on likes. That's how you make money nowadays in a lot of ways. Use the opportunity, you know, take charge. Get in there. It's so easy. Look at these guys. They set up their OBS. Wham, bam. Here they are, ready to rumble. And we were so lucky to get this featured spot to show you guys all the value that it brings. And I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. This is great. And this is going to be a sick matchup. I'm excited because Feliciano has been playing so strong so far. He's 1-1. Thunder's 1-1. This is a big match.
Yep. So let's see what they're running with. Oh, full spear team out of Feliciano. You have to think that he has the matchup advantage here. But Thunder's got his tried and true. This was a bug shrimp bug shrimp aqua back in the day, and now it's a shrimp dawn, as we've seen this shift to dawn on a lot of these bird style builds. And he's got a lot of outplay potential. But again, in this tank matchup, we've seen yet another Thunder Herbivore tank countered with a Duskull Reptile front tank from the opponent. So bit of a theme going on with the tank choices against Thunder. That might be a bit of a nod to what he likes running nowadays, but let's see. Feels like once Feliciano's broken through this tank, there's a lot of mind games that are about to be played in the mid game.
And after this game, we're going to do our first giveaway. So make sure you have a Tribally.Games username. We're going to ask you for that after this matchup. So producer man, get that ready to rumble after this match. And we're going to do the tingy. We're going to do $20 in Tribally tokens. That's going to be the first giveaway. Just decided. Beautiful.
All right, so let's see. 5 energy on Feliciano's side. Thunder is getting ready for a bit of an onslaught here. He does have the spears on Feliciano's side. He also has that spiky wing coming through. So there is the potential for a lot of damage, but it seems like it was just a preparation time from Feliciano. He's going to hit one of those spiky wings, which now lasts for 2 turns. So Thunder might be coming under a lot of fire here. Let's see how he deals with it.
Yeah, he's going to have a strong early game. You don't want to go into this mid game with your bug exposed, taking damage the entire time. And again, this herbivore has not been working out for Thunder tonight. Every time he uses it, there's no plants on the field. And without the artifacts, he's not even able to, do a little switcheroo.
Yeah, and it looks like here feels like he's either admitting defeat to this tank just going down, or he's trying to save some energy, but he's really thinking about how heavy he wants to defend it. It feels like this turn it is going down. It's just a question of how many cards it's going to take.
Well, he's going to get value for it, right? This may not kill. Oh, okay, but he had to use everything, and that hurts. That does hurt. Well played by Feliciano right there, right? Getting like the perfect math.
Yeah, it was a very efficient kill. He covered if Thunder brickwood, he covered if he didn't. And now, like we said, Thunder's bug is exposed. And although he has a lot of cards and energy, he's going to spend most of that just killing the front tank. And going backdoor really isn't a good play because he's going to have to spend 5-6 energy just to kill, even if it doesn't play anything. So let's see what he can do here. He's going to be going with the bug cards.
Those shrimps are pretty much dead, right? Those shrimps are just dead cards now. Because the early game didn't really work out for him.
Yeah, it's a tough one. As we said, not the greatest matchup in the world.
Yeah, because of the horn on the back line, it makes it hard to clear that Aqua with only 3 cards.
Ooh, this is not the greatest turn in the world for Thunder. Let's see. Ouch. Yeah. That's a dead bug. Now, he was thinking about pulling it with the eggshell. I don't know if it would have made a difference. That was a lot of damage coming through. Unless he played the full brickle with the 4 Dawn cards, I think the Dawn would have gone down as well. So, like we said, really well played by Feliciano. He had the matchup, but he played a really efficient kill. Kept enough card and energy to come through and kill the bug as well. And yeah, Thunder's unfortunately just going to have to admit defeat there. There wasn't really much he could do with the cards he drew, right? He had the poor tank matchup, the poor backline, midline matchup. He really needs to get a strong early game to have a shot, but unfortunately for him, it's not what happened.
Watch him get the crit there that would have made the difference earlier in the game. Like, shit, if I would have just done that. Oh, no. But okay.
Yeah.
So 2-1 Feliciano, 1-2 Thunder. Remember, this is only the first round. They have a whole nother round of matches to go after this. You're going to get to wager on all of them. But first, we're going to do our first $20 Tribally giveaway. So, everyone in chat, also in chat are the next two challenges. So, make sure to click on those and pick your winners. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to pick my winners real quick. Wham, bam. Starting in 4 minutes. Okay, got him. Get him. Okay, there's the other one. Boom. Got my picks.
There we go.
And now we're going to go and we're going to ask you guys, is it ready, producer man? So is it going to be exclamation, tribally, space, username? So if someone could put that in chat as well, an example, exclamation, tribally, space, your username on the Tribally platform, that will get you entered into the giveaway, $20 in tribal tokens that will be sent to your account. And then you're going to be able to use that for the wagers coming out in a couple weeks, or to do other things. You can spin the wheel. You can win, all kinds of prizes. There's so many prizes for different games. And one of the cool things is if you connect certain games to the platform and then you do the gachas, it will lean towards the games that you play and interact with. So, if you go through the steps and do the process, you can win all kinds of cool stuff. I know for Nifty right now, there's some legendary items on there that have some really nice value. I want one of those, so I have to connect my Nifty before I can do that, so it knows, like, you're a Nifty guy too. All right, cool, here's your pistol. Thank you.
Yeah, and not only for the gacha. Sorry for cutting you off, as you say, not only for the gacha, but also the quests that you get offered on that page are going to be focused towards the games that you play more regularly. It's really all built to make your experience as best as possible for the games you play.
Yeah, Marmar, I know your name. I bet on your matches all the time. I see your name all the time. I know you because of wagers. It's actually really cool. Make sure to put hashtag tribally space Mar. You got to type it. I don't think that's gonna work, or it might work. I don't know. Will that work? Could producer man? He put the link. He put the actual Tribally link after. Oh, and he put $. No, $sign won't work. It has to be exclamation mark. But that's funny. That is funny. So yes, like Darwin did it. Exclamation Tribally space Grabillo. Boom. Mitopals wants a chief sleeve. Then they gotta make a chief sleeve. Let's do it. I'm down. I'm in. I'll support that movement. Exclamation, not hashtag. Oh, Ghostin, you guys are funny. But yeah, the profiles are out here. So, one of our later giveaways is going to be for you guys to post your challenges against each other. So get some tokenized chief sleeve. I'm down. Let's go. So get some challenges going, play your matches, and you're going to be able to show us the proof later on, and that'll be another giveaway for some amount of dollars. I'll figure that out later. But yes, let's go. Make sure to get in there. We're going to play this match and do the giveaway after the match. So you have another 3 to 5 minutes. Exclamation Tribally and your Tribally username. It's on the screen. If you can't read it and you can't hear me, what are you doing here? I'm joking. Stay. We love you as a viewer, even if you can't hear or see us. All right, we're jumping into the game. It's Mitsubishi. It's Tapioca. Tapioca needs this win. Mitchie's 2-0. If Tapioca can win this, he brings it all back together again. I would love that.
Yeah, like you said, Tapioca really needs to get this win. And we're seeing a very aggressive first round come out of him. It's going to work. He's going to get good value out of that egg. 2 Bug Beast cards going onto a bad. Not what Mitchie wanted to see. Also a Miss Goda, and now he looks like he's just going to keep on this aggression. Get that front tank out there. Let's see if Mitchie's got any cards to get any value before it does drop down.
That was really good for Tapioca. That was really, really good. And this is why I love V2, because like Tapioca had a certain hand, and he's like, all right, I'm doing it. He read it right. Mitchie didn't play the early defense, and now with that wooden stab, he's gonna get the clear. He's still... Oh, he had so many cards on that front tank, though. That wasn't what he wanted. He's gonna brick it. He's gonna try. I guess you gotta play the cards you have, right?
Yeah, like you said, he really can't be going down with that many cards in his hand. Only 2 energy out from Mitchie, so there is a chance that as long as it's not spears and an emo or you know, a lot of damage coming through, that he's going to at least get a last stand. Or he's going to survive. So that's a big round.
Wow.
Survives, gets the energy gain, doesn't lose an energy, and he gets all those card draws. So it's
looking like Tapioca
like...
is going to do the damn thing right here. And we're going to have a very, very balanced group going into the second half of the show. I love to see it.
Yeah, I think that is more than enough damage to come through. I don't believe that Mitchie has enough cards. And it's a real pain for him for this front tank to still be alive. We've just seen him use both Nemos, so he's not got a cheap way of killing it. So he's going to be forced to use cards out of that Aqua just to get it down. And if he doesn't use cards on the Aqua and he tries to risk using the Reptile, it looks like it might get out of there and he's going to be stuck in a 3v1.
And that is not a situation you... Oh, yeah. Well, you called it. That's it. There's no way that guy's surviving, right? Yeah, not against Teal Shell. Teal Shell's so strong. That's funny, bro. And then he throws in the Cottontails to make more shield, to make more damage. That's just brutal. Like, that is a toughie. That is a toughie to deal with. And Tapioca's like, all right, let's go, baby. I'm back in this. And Mitchie's like, what the hell, man? You just put your pedal to the metal as soon as the game started. You never stopped. You spammed me, you evil, bad person.
Yeah, and even worse, he's just drawing the eggshell as well. So he gets all the value out of that midline plant or that front tank plant. And the only way that Mitchie was going to get back into that game was going to be Tapioca just falling victim to not drawing enough damage, right? But now any chance of that happening is completely out the window. He's still got this plant tank to get down.
That 15 HP is so brutal, right? It's just like makes it absolutely impossible, like 100% impossible, because you have to use 3 cards for defense in order to kill this one-hit little schmuck.
Yeah, and it all goes back to that first round out of Tapioca it was really aggressive. Seeing an eggshell round 1 against a team that had the spears, had the capabilities of killing that bird, he just rolled the dice and decided he needs to get the damage in early, and he caught those 2 bug beast cards out of the front tank, which, as we said, 15 health on that plant. It did survive. Those 2 cards would have made the difference. So well played in the end with that very aggressive start. And like you said, it never really stopped. He just, every single round, he had something there, had the damage to just break through Mitchie. And that's got to be a frustrating game to lose.
Hey, but it happens, and it kept the group close. We like to see it. Mr. Producer, sir, can you pull up your wagers? Let's show the people, you know, what Mr. Producer, sir, has wagered on. If there's any that you haven't done yet for the upcoming, let's have the chat pick the next one. Maybe Tapioca versus Feliciano. Round 2, we can have chat pick that winner. And last chance, everyone, exclamation tribally and your tribally username. Drop it in chat. We're going to do that giveaway real soon, like any minute now, after we show you who Mr. Producer Man picked in his first couple bets. Or at least, you know, let's see how you've been doing in your bets, Mr. Sir.
Yeah, for the next round of 6, we could actually do a little bit of a Mr. Producer against chat with how his votes have gone for the last set. For the second giveaway, if we have still got something going, everybody can post their results, what they voted on for the last 6 set of rounds. And if they beat Mr. Producer, sir, the number 1 from the chat, maybe they win a bit of tribal.
Ooh, I like that. Now that is a creative giveaway. So here, let's make it more digestible. I like that though. At the end of the show, we are going to ask for 8 correct bets. Everyone that has 8 correct bets is going to win a prize. But you have to be able to prove it. So you're going to have 8 links. If you want to take part in this giveaway, you're going to have to send it to us later. Keep that in mind. And it looks like Mitsubishi versus Thunder. We got a claim. Cha-cha-cha-cha-ching!
Ooh.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-ching! Cha-ching! Cha-cha-cha-cha-ching! Look at all those tribally coins. It's always for Mr. Producer, sir. It's weird. For me, that never happens. I don't have unlimited money glitch. Here, Feliciano won. He picked Tapioca. So no cha-cha-cha-cha-ching. Oh, look at him. He is not picking the winners today. But 81 people did pick the right winner. Wow, we had 430 bets on that match. Almost 400 on this match as well. This is insane. Well done, everyone out there. You guys are doing great. Mr. Producer, not millionaire. But there we go. Bet against Thunder, make monies. That's what Mr. Producer Man did right there.
That was his game plan coming into this. But yeah, as you guys can see there's a little rank number. And if anybody's wondering, that is your reputation score for Axie Classic. So a lot of our players competing in the tournament today, they haven't got a backlog of activities on Tribally games. Now, the people that are going to be high up on the leaderboards are going to be the people with the connected accounts, got lots of game history, and built up a reputation score on Tribally. And a lot of people seem to be using that in choosing their bets, right? We're seeing everybody just go with the higher number in the hopes that they're going to win the match. But I don't think that's going to help you out much in this one. Everybody's around that 13.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. Everyone has been doing that, I'm pretty sure. That's hilarious. It is their Tribally activity, not rank in the game. That is perfect. And that makes me laugh so hard. That's fantastic. All it tells you is they play that game a lot or more than the other person, which is something. That's something. Or they've had their account longer, I guess, right? Technically.
Yeah, that reputation scores off of, their activities, roughly like how they've won and lost, but it's definitely not pulled straight from the leaderboard. We've got leaderboards up for different games on the site, but that's not where that comes from.
All right. Well, we have 16 entries. That means that 100 of you have not entered. Exclamation Tribally and your Tribally username. Here's your last chance. Get up in this. Get up in this. This is a free $20 sent to your account. You got to be ready. You got to be doing the tingy. But if you don't want to win, I'm sure these people are down to take the prize. So we'll give you 15 more seconds. Count it down in your heads. The Switch have to be connected for it to work? No. But you should be streaming your matches if you're trying to do content and YouTube and stuff like that. Then it makes sense to definitely stream your matches. Plus, there may be a point in time for, I don't know, maybe legal reasons, and I'm making this up, where you have to, prove who you are, right? So be prepared and be willing to stream your stuff. It definitely legitimizes it, and people will watch. They will enjoy being able to bet on games that they can watch. So, all right, let's do it. Let's run it. Let's run the giveaway. It's game time, baby. $20 in Tribally is going to one of you lucky little people. Jay Eth is our winner. Congratulations. Sorry, Eggy.
Congratulations.
So close, yet so far. Second place is the first loser. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that is a rule to live by. Right, so you will see that tribal reflect in your balance on the site. And like Chief said, next week, TG is next Thursday. That tribal you'll be able to use it anywhere you want. You'll be able to bridge it out when the bridge goes live, bridge it on chain, use that in on-chain wagers, or you can spend it on the blessings machine, battle pass, lots of things that you can do with that tribal on Tribally games.
Hey man, it's fun. I bought a battle pass. I've been doing some tingies. I did some spinny McSpinnertons, for the airdrop. Might as well. And it's so easy. Everything works. It's so smooth. It's so beautiful. Great job to the team. I know that they're sweating, they're grinding, they're doing the tingy, and I appreciate it, and I think a lot of you do too. So, maybe put some love in the chat for the Tribally team. Just put put hashtag we love you or hashtag love, quick and dirty, hashtag love for Tribally. We appreciate you guys. Hearts work too. And I think we should take a quick little break. I need more water and I gotta pee. Hashtag love, let's go, baby. And then we'll be right back with the next match, and we'll keep this madness going as you drink your wine.
Water, don't worry. But yes, it's a very fancy glass.
All right, then yeah, we will go to a quick break. We'll be right back. We'll continue the wager wars. Make sure to be signed up. We're going to have more giveaways coming at you. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out. We'll be right back.
Tribally's Play to Airdrop campaign starts in just a few days, and it's time to reveal our Play to Airdrop rewards and leaderboard structure. There will be 24 million Tribal allocated to the top 4,000 places on the leaderboard, with the winner scooping
420,069 Tribal.
Thanks for that, Rare. Going all the way down to 1,200 Tribal for 4,000th place.
But we wanted to do more than that, so we've decided that no one is going home empty-handed. Even if you don't finish in the top 4,000, you'll be able to earn more than 1,000 Tribal just by participating in the 7-day P2A campaign. We'll reveal more details, including the P2A dashboard, during an AMA this coming Monday the 26th. Join us here on X at 1 PM UTC to get ahead of the competition.
Tribally's Play to Airdrop campaign starts at midnight UTC on Tuesday the 27th of August, and no one is leaving empty-handed. Don't miss it. Tribally's Play to Airdrop campaign starts in just a few days, and it's time to reveal our Play to Airdrop rewards and leaderboard structure. There will be 24 million Tribal allocated to the top 4,000 places on the leaderboard, with the winner scooping
420,069 Tribal.
Thanks for that, Rare. Going all the way down to 1,200 Tribal for 4,000th place.
But we wanted to do more than that, so we've decided that no one is going home empty-handed. Even if you don't finish in the top 4,000, you'll be able to earn more than 1,000 tribal just by participating in the 7-day P2A campaign. We'll reveal more details, including the P2A dashboard, during an AMA this coming Monday the 26th. Join us here on X at 1 PM UTC to get ahead of the competition.
Tribalee's Play to Airdrop campaign starts at midnight UTC on Tuesday the 27th of August, and no one is leaving empty-handed. Don't miss it.
I am so sorry, everybody. We're waiting for this kid over here. I lost one of my sons. Indez is just MIA. He's doing something. So I'm going to bring in my other son. He's here. What up, Kovator? How's it going, brother?
Good day, everyone. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, that's why he's behind the camera, not in front of it, but he's been doing a great job. Here, I'm gonna start messaging. Tell Indez to come back. We are live. Oh, and there he is. He's halfway to this. He's coming in. He's like, wait, what is going on here? What is this? What is this madness? Oh.
I take it I was slightly over 10 minutes.
Yeah.
17. Jesus, I got sidetracked by Mr. Rare. Had a nice lovely chat. Didn't realise.
And I messaged Best like, tell Indez, because I thought he was in the house. I was like, tell Indez to go to the computer. He's like, and he was like, oh my god, what's going on? I'm like, oh no, it's not that big of a deal. I forgot he's not there. And all I heard was Rare like, I'm in my underwear. Can I come in front of the camera? And I'm like, oh my god. What is going on in this madhouse over here in England? What are they doing? It's wildness, but they're getting shit done. And we are back. We are ready. Thank you guys all for being so patient, for hanging out. Can we, once, you can withdraw the tokens once the bridge is up. So I don't know when that's going to be.
Yep, so the bridge will be live 1 week after the TGE is the current plan. But don't worry, if you earn anything from the play to airdrop, that's going to be distributed on the day via pre-sale. But yeah, anything on site that stays on site is going to have to wait until the bridge if you do want to get it on chain.
Well, there it is. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That is what we like to see. That's what we like to hear. And here we go. After, okay, I like that scoreboard, but okay. The first, I think first round, 4, 5, 6 wins, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we have our first round finished, and nobody has run away. We've got some 2 winners, we've got some 1 winners, and nobody's run away yet. The challenges are in the chat. As you can see, place your bets. We're going to get back in here. We're going to get it running. Thunder versus Tapioca, round number 2 between these guys. And they also disappeared, just like Indez. It must be the new flu.
Oh dear.
Okay. But we're going to have a nice battle going on right here. This is going to be exciting. Tapioca was able to beat Mitsubishi, bringing him down off of that high horse he was flying around on. And Thunder has been having a very tough night so far. He hasn't been getting the picks that he's wanted. He hasn't really been having things go his way. But the second round is where the champions are made. This is where it matters. They're all in this. If there are ties, we'll go to head-to-head. And if that's tied, we'll go to the best percentage. Well, I guess we would know that at that point. We'll see. We'll see. We'll figure it out later. And if it's tied, we'll just have them play again. Boom. Got him. Oh boy. Producer man broke it. After Indes extends the
Rip.
break by 7 minutes, now
7
producer,
minutes?
my sons are causing havoc here.
Absolutely wreaking havoc. I do apologise to everybody in the stream chat. I hope you had enough time to think about your bets for the next round. Maybe get a couple of games in of your own.
Yeah, and I mean, in the meantime, I did like 30 challenges. Like, I didn't do the challenge, but I did the bets, right? I just went in and I started clicking. And now, actually, since you told us about the score, I'm actually picking a lot of the higher number people now because
Informed betting.
they probably are like new Axie players that are like, ooh, this is my chance to, this is my chance to fight for my right to party, basically. So I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm switching up the tactic a little bit. Unless it's like a really high-ranked player, because I'm like, okay, they play a lot. They better know what they're doing. They play a lot. But now you have to kind of pay attention to who wins, right? You got to follow that and be like, oh, this person usually wins. I should probably bet on them. It's going to be a lot of people to remember. But again, it's going to give people that remembrance, that sticky memory of people, right? Because you're going to want to remember the winners. And that means you're going to remember these people, whoever they are. And if you stream and you win for people, like, you're going to just get so many followers so quickly. And on the followers note, everyone in here, I would love if you guys would all drop a follow for the E4E channel. We're trying to grow. We're trying to expand. And your guys' follows, your guys' support helps us a lot. So please drop us a follow. And, much love, everybody, for hanging out. Tonight has been freaking awesome. And I can't wait to see who's about to do the tingy here. Because we got savages, we got Goliaths, Titans on the lineup. Indes, who's gonna win tonight? Well, let's make a pick. I'm gonna stick with Thunder. I'm gonna go with our boy, and I'm gonna say he's gonna make a turnaround comeback.
That is a strong vote. I think I'm gonna have to stick on Mitchie because I feel like over the course of the game so far, he's the one that hasn't been. Thunder's been getting tough with the picks, right? This plant tank that he keeps running, everybody's predicting it. He might switch it up for the rest of it. Mitchie has obviously had some very solid, consistent games coming through. But I think Feliciano is honestly like the dark horse out of the four, for me at least, as somebody that hasn't kept up with Axie for a while. But no, let's see. I'm sorry, I'm just talking. We're already in a game, already had one round go through. And it's Thunder against Tapioca.
Thunder has the advantage here because he has the backdoor bird. So I think finally Thunder has a matchup that he likes. His plant also has a plant to munch on. So this seems to be a good matchup unless I'm missing something. Their midliners seem to be pretty much the same thing. Just a different color. Obviously, they're even both sumos, which I think is really cool. So you do see Tapioca using his bird, getting all the value out right away because as soon as that bird gets backdoored, it's going to die. But Thunder doesn't have the cards.
Yep, he doesn't have the cards, but the key there is that his plant did stay alive for one more turn. So Tapioca here, I mean, he has a pretty obvious play on his hands. He's got to get that tank out of there, and he's got to try and get some value out of his front tank as well. The question is Thunder going to be able to kill it? And really, looking at his hand right here, he doesn't have the options to. So this could be a massive round. If
This is the
Tapioca
turn. You can tell by the thinking too, by how much Tapioca is thinking. He's like, oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? Because if his plant dies and doesn't get these attacks off, it's over.
Yep,
But
and as you can see here, yeah, I mean, he gets the value out of the tank, but he didn't take that gamble. He could have taken the gamble and got that double Katara off, which would have put him in a good spot going into the rest of this game.
Oh, you're
but
right.
now he's trying it again. He's trying to gamble the Katara again, hoping that Thunder comes through the shrimp, which he does seem to be at the moment. So he might still get that Katara value.
Oh my goodness. This is interesting. Tapioca is bouncing a little bit. He's not positive, but I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to drop it, and that's going to work out well for him. Oh my goodness. Because that plant becomes very, very strong if it ends up surviving and re-upping on cards and getting like pumpkins and stuff. because all of a sudden you're just like, scheisse, I can't kill him. All right, here we go. The bird is going to drop, so that's big for Thunder. Now let's see how these Kataros play out. It shouldn't do too much damage. Yeah, it's not going to kill or anything, so just a lot of energy.
You saw Thunder nodding there. He seemed happy with that, got the kill. The Kataros were huge, as we said, for Tapioca, but as you can see, he doesn't really have many cards. Thunder doesn't have much damage in his hand at the moment, but Tapioca hasn't got any cards to do any damage either. So let's see what he decides to do. It seems like he's playing this pumpkin, less of a defense against backdoor because Thunder, just use the full backdoor, and more just to get some card draws going and tries to get something going here in this front tank.
Sorry, I had to solve a future problem really quick that I just thought of the answer. All right, so seeing the mirror match standing plus a bird, Thunder is in a splendid position with so many attack cards on his bird. He's looking like he's ready to end this, take out Tapioca in this first game in the second round, which puts Thunder right back into the race.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've seen here, Tapioca, I mean, he's played all of those cards to try to get the damage off, and now he's at least in a position where Thunder has to choose which Axie he's going to keep alive. But obviously after this turn he's going to be at no energy, he's going to be damaged, and it looks like Thunder might even just have enough damage to come through and get the kill here.
Yeah, so keeping everything close. I'm excited. This second round starting off with some fireworks. That was a great matchup from Thunder from the beginning. He finally got the team pick. Tapioca, not so lucky this time. Last time he came out swinging, took out Michi in that final game of round 1. So I'm really hyped to see how this all plays out. I think that going into these final matches, players now have a little bit of a read on their opponent, potentially watching all these games. Maybe the players rotating just through 3 teams and there's noticing it. You might be able to notice something. But on the other hand, because you can also scout each other, also on Tribally, very easy. You can watch what the players been playing in their recent matchups and kind of decipher what they're doing. We have a situation where the players, without the Axie pools, right? That makes it very flexible. Some of these guys might have hundreds of Axies. So I'm hoping they can get a read. I'm hoping we can see some reads coming out here.
Yeah, and I mean, even if there is an open Axie pool, we ran loads of tournaments back in the day with open Axie pools, right? Players will still have those 1, 2, 3 core teams that they love using across any meta in any tournament, and they'll try squeeze into their Axie pools. And frankly, there might just be a couple of teams that are the strongest at the moment too. We've seen a lot of these Parasite style builds come out. We've seen a lot of those Dawn and Tilshell Aqua or Tilshell Dawn's teams come out. We've seen some bug usage. Like, there's a very clear meta amongst these teams coming out. It's just how they're going to slightly outpick one another. And I think the biggest one we've seen so far, right, is we've seen people playing those reptile tanks against Thunder when he wants to play as Herbivore. And as for the other players, it's just sort of been a bit of a, can I get the matchup with my Parasite against one of these bugs, or am I going to play a Dawn midliner and get the matchup against the bug? It's a very similar style archetype teams with just very minor tweaks and adjustments. And I think part of that might just be that the meta right now is built around artifacts, and obviously there's a bug with artifacts, so we can't play artifacts. So we're not seeing that extra last little adjustment that there might normally be for a tournament of this standard. But
that's esports. Sometimes you gotta just adjust, right? You just gotta adjust and be like, all right, well, that's what we're playing tonight. Let's see who can figure it out on the fly. Which even evens the playing field a bit usually, right? When you change something last minute, when there's a gentleman's agreement. So I like it.
Yeah, it definitely puts a bit more on the the natural adjustment skill and less on the preparation, right? And it's always good to see players when they're forced to make those adjustments and see who can come out on top in that. And I mean, right now so far, like you said, very, very even. Thunder's just sort of knocked Tapioca behind the bunch a bit off that game, but this next Mitsubishi and Feliciano matchup is going to be huge in deciding who's leading going into the final rounds.
Hey, well, they all have a chance still. And Tapioca is going to be playing Feliciano next, I believe. Yep, there it is. And Tapioca has to win this one. This is a big one. He needs to win this one. He needs to fight back. If he loses this one, then he might just be out of the race. And Feliciano, if he wins this one, then he's sitting pretty, because then he's up one. Mitsubishi still has to win one to catch up, and that'll be one win out of the way to try to get one of these top 2 spots, which get the payout. The prize pool is then going to be 125 for first, 75 for second, and they all got 50 for taking part. So there's no losers tonight. Everybody's a winner tonight. Everyone's having a good time, and they're getting to compete with some spotlight, with the cameras in their face, so everyone gets to see their beautiful smiles. Here we go into the second game of round number 2, and I see some double bugs from Tapioca against the machine gun bird from Feliciano. There's a lot of aqua bird there. What do you think? Can Tapioca, does he have enough with these bugs?
Yeah, like you said, there's a bit of a dichotomy going on here, where we have not only the aqua bird damage going into the bugs, but very, very combo dependent damage coming out of those aqua and bugs against a lot of discard. So despite on paper the bugs suffering against that kind of class, they do have a chance if Tapioca can keep reeling off these discards. But I'm sure it's not the matchup he wanted.
Yeah, that's kind of been the story of his night, right? He's had a lot of really tough matchups. He's been bringing out all kinds of different cards and decks and combos. So it's not for like a lack of being creative or being able to play different things. It's just tough when people can mix it up like this. But we have seen this midliner and backliner from Feliciano from all the players. This midliner, why do they all have it as a sumo? What is going on?
It's cool, right?
Yeah,
who got that into the gene pool is class. I like seeing that extra little touch, but this could be a big round here. We've seen a massive brick wall out of Tapioca, and we're seeing a lot of damage coming through from Feliciano, and it's worked. He's managed to survive. He obviously didn't get that tank kill that he wanted with the herbivore and the 2 parasites that would have finished it off. But yeah, like you said, that's good value out of the tank. He's got some chip damage on this bird now, and again, he doesn't have the bugs exposed yet, so he's putting himself in the best possible position to push into this late game. And really what he wants is this tank out of there, and then these Kataras to start reeling off and just keep him in this cycle of having enough energy and be discarding Feliciano out and just slowly grind him through the rest of this game. But let's see.
Yeah, because that bird, if it doesn't have cards, it can't really do anything, right? And that is a bummer. He doesn't get the kill. And that double self-heal was huge for Feliciano.
Yeah, like we said, we saw the eggshell draw the herbivore of Tapioca's, and unfortunately, Tapioca didn't have enough damage to kill that plant, and that double herbivore is going to be massive. Now he can't get his Kataras out, and he doesn't really want to use these mosquitoes for damage because he's not under any fire. So quite smartly there, he's passed that round. He's going to get more value out of them this round, where at least if he's not using them just for damage, he might be able to heal up. And
this has to all work, though. This has to all work. He has to survive, he has to kill, and he has to get the double Kataro on the midliner. If any of that doesn't work, it's over.
Worst case scenario here is that he gets egged, right? He gets eggshelled. The 2 Kataras go straight into the front tank after the bird goes down, but it looks like we're not going to see it. But even then, it's still not a great round because he's just rammed 3 cards straight into a Cattail. He's got the Kataras off, but he's now quite low on, or not quite low, but lower on energy than he was. And he did have to play a snail shell into what really was nothing out of Feliciano. So I'm sure Feliciano is not too upset about that round. We've got to see if he's got the firepower to come through and clear out one of these bugs because he is actually getting quite low on health.
On that point, right? That was one of those small things. If you don't snail shell, in hindsight, obviously it would have been better, but it's not that simple in the moment, because if you die, you lose. Just straight up. It's over. It's done. Later, bro.
Exactly. And what he did well was passing that round prior so that he didn't force himself into a round like that where he was forced to use a snail shell. At least here, he's still got the cards and the energy to threaten a kill. So see what comes out of Feliciano. It's not looking like that's what he wanted, right? That's not going to be enough to kill. The bird is still going to be alive. We're going to get a heal out. Is it going to be enough damage? He's going to stay alive for one more round, but I think it's really the cards that's Feliciano's problem at the moment, right? It's not the energy. He has 6 energy. It's whether he has enough cards or enough damage from those 6 cards that he's drawn to finish off this game.
And to what you said about the sumo earlier, this bug, some of these bugs with those awesome those ears, they make him look really majestic and royal. The back bug, it looks like a prince or a king, you know, with those flowers. And then you have the tanks are often fuzzies. There's lots of fuzzy tanks. But then there's all these sumo midline. It's just really cool to see the differences over time from how breeding and Axie has gone. I like that.
Yeah, and this is absolutely not what Feliciano wanted there. Obviously, he'd have liked to get more cards on that Aqua so that he could try swing through and at least threaten a double kill. He's not got that. He's rammed all of his energy into no cards on the frontliner. And like we said, if Tapioca could get that scenario where Feliciano's low on cards and he's getting into the late game, although it's a bug, this is a very combo dependent backline bird, or backline dawn, sorry, and it is going to take at least 2, if not 3 sets of full damage to clear it out, and it's not going to look like he's going to survive even 1 at this point. Tapioca is going to take it home in this round and keep himself in the tournament.
Tapioca is just doing the thing, right? He's taken out the top players from round 1 at the end, Mitsubishi and now Feliciano. And look at that smile on Tapioca's face. That's what we like to see. A tough matchup, but he's able to bring it back, fight hard, and absolutely crush at the end of that game. Keeping everything super close, bro. This is going to go down to the wire. Every single match still matters. That's what we like to see. I'm glad this format is working out so damn well.
Yeah, definitely. Huge match there from him. And we're seeing this weird little triangle of teams coming out. We've got the discards. We have these tail shell midliners, these massive chunky dawns. And then we've still got a little bit of bug action. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes out in this next round. Like you said, Tapioca's kept himself in it. It's really a lot of pressure on Michi now to try get some wins in and put himself back up to the top of the pack, going into the final 4 games that we've got here for tonight.
Yes, 4 more breathtaking games with these breathtaking players, also handsome, also talented, from all around the world, right? It's amazing. And we even got our first kind of touch of, South America versus some Philippines. We've got it all here. We've got the Scott in the Philippines, and I'm not sure Feliciano if he's from Sepagano. I feel like they might be from South America as well.
Yep. I'm not sure if they're a Brazilian or an Argentinian guild, but definitely out there in South America. Like I said, we've got 1 from EU but living in Philippines. We've got 1 Pinoy and 2 South Americans here, so a lot of diversity in these esports tournaments. And really, I think even in Classic in general, we've got 1 LAN in South America, and then a couple of LANs out in Asia. Definitely seems to be where most of the players are nowadays.
Hey, it's V2 is such a special story and such a special game because it was completely forgotten about. They gave up on it. It was just like this lost relic. And one day, someone was like, bro, did you know that like 15,000 people are still playing V2 like every day? This is like a year ago. This is a long time ago. And I was like, what? Are you serious? Like, yeah, dude, there's a streamer. He's getting thousands of viewers when he plays V2, and everyone, what? And that was like, okay, it's just never. They can't kill it. They can't kill it. There was a point where I think there was talks of maybe like shutting it down, and it was like somebody needs to just take it and run with it, right? Because you can't kill it. It didn't die. Everything was taken away from it. There was no more rewards. There was nothing, and people still played. There wasn't even a meta update for like years, and people still played. And that just is amazing. That's a hallmark of something special, right? And especially in the Philippines, I know, like, it changed the country. Literally, it changed the way a lot of people there think and live and do things. Still now. And I know in South America as well, it has been a huge impact, had a huge impact on people all around South America and all around the world. I love it. I love, you know, we were part of the scholarship system. We helped come up with that. That was Axie GG. That was us. And it feels good that it's still around and people are still loving it and still out here enjoying the hell out of this. And we got another sick match coming up, Thunder and Tapioca. But you know, some reminiscing, I feel like, deserves to be there.
Yeah, like you said, I think my first account I ever played was technically a scholar account that you'd set up. It was just a second account of yours, and I got a feel to playing how the game was, and that was in March of 2020. So, what, 4.5 years ago now? So yeah, definitely before scholarships even became a thing, we were doing that. And like you said, I think one of our partners, even, we just did a space for the day, Bitsquela, they're still going around teaching people about Web3, teaching people about Web3 gaming in schools and all over the Philippines. It's definitely still a lasting movement, not just, you know, a flash in the pan from 2021. So it's great. And like you said, a lot of remembrance, a lot of nostalgia, casting and seeing these people or these guys that we know and have known for a while still playing Axie Classic. It's really nice.
I mean,
to see.
we know most of these guys. I've met them in real life, right? And Thunder lived with me for 2 years or something like that. Mitsubishi came to his first LAN super shy, and it was such a heartwarming moment to meet him when he was there. It was in the Philippines at the Axie Masters League from MMG. Just so many great memories, so freaking much epicness in Axie throughout the years. And this is a big match because these players both have 2 points right now. This is Mitchie's first game in the second round, I think. So he is technically still up. If he wins this, he's way ahead of Thunder, right? Thunder needs to win this one. How are we looking on matchup? Oh, this time it looks like Thunder's got all the anti-Aquas against the Aquas. So this time Thunder's got the matchup, it looks like.
Yeah, big matchup advantage here for Thunder. As you can see, he's got that Razor Bite on the mid liner, on the Dusk, backed up with this massive Reptile at the back. It's not quite a Reflectile. It's even better in this matchup because he's got the Spears. Huge amount of damage coming through. It seems like he's learned his lesson where the players are trying to snipe his head with a front tank with these Dusks and these Reptiles, and he's decided to go with a Dusk of his own. And yeah, like you said, he's got a massive matchup advantage. Maybe with an artifact, if they were working, we could see a bit more of a chance for Michi if he turned one of these backliners into a beast for a couple of hits. But yeah, it looks like this is all but I forgot the word. You go. Something we'll say. It looks like Thunder's going to win this game.
Yeah, it's very even right now. Mitsubishi actually is up. Oh, is up on Elixir. Oh no, that's only because Thunder's cards are being seen. It's very even, at least at face value. But yes, once that mid game starts, I didn't even see the Razor Bite. Once that Razor Bite comes into play against these Aquas, the tides turn. The Kataro's going to be able to churn energy throughout the game. I think Reflectile's got to be the best Axie of all time, right? Like, over so many eras and seasons, it's always been there.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. It's the one that's probably seen the least changes over time as well, right? We had the Eggbird, obviously, were there back in the day, but they started with Little Owl, moved on to the hair type builds that I was always using. there's been so many iterations, but the Reflectile stayed true and only had this slight spear change when the spear meta came about. But
which is wild,
yeah,
right? That's the only change. It's just like, oh wait, spears are good. We got to give this Axie a spear. All right, perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty insane how little it's changed. But I think, to be honest, that's mostly because reptiles didn't ever truly see a meta of their own until a Reflectile, right? That was the only build that ever did well with a reptile on, and reptiles never saw as much balancing as these other classes to need that much change. But it's really cool to see that the metas is still developing now. And
well, it's actually
see more balances.
If V2 can make a real comeback, and this whole wager thing might be the kickstart that it needs, V2 has storyline. It has breeding trees that go back. There's millions of Axies. Like, it's crazy. There's so much history built into these little Axies. And now the floor is at a price that anyone can get involved. There's no more barrier to entry for Axie. It's very easy to get involved in Axie. Even if the game were to blow up, I don't see the floor price of Axies ever going to like $5 or $10. Specific Axies will have their place. They'll have their price range. They'll have their, depending on the game. But floor Axies that are decent, that were like really good at some point in the last 4 years and are still in a usable team, depending on current meta, like, it makes it very accessible, which is great. That's what we always wanted back in the day when, an Aqua was selling for 0.4 ETH.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, I mean, I remember even in 2021, I'd put out videos like the history of this build, and people loved it back then. Now we're on another 3 years of potential history and changes. It's really great to see. But yeah, like we said, we're not commentating this one that closely. It just looks like there's nothing that Michi was really able to do. But this round could be a big one because he's got 7 energy. He has 8 cards. He has a what's that called? A spiky wing on this midline. He might be able to get the midline out of the way. And it looks like he does get the midline out of the way.
He's gonna get a nice chip in here too, and it looks like, it's still not looking good. And that's actually, is that good for Thunder? Because he can just use the Kataro and it potentially splits cards for Michi.
That's definitely not what he wanted. He misordered his cards, actually. If he'd have put the Kataro last, then it wouldn't have triggered the last stand, because he went with the higher damage attack, because he wanted to ensure he got the Kataro off, because he was expecting his midline to stay alive. But yeah, like you said, it's not the end of the world. He's going to get the Kataro up, and he's basically covering Michi, slamming him really hard this round, and then hoping the next round he'll just be able to finish him off with these 4 cards. But if Michi passes and Thunder doesn't draw back those bulwarks, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. He's not going to have that much shield or max shield going into this round. But obviously, because of the last stand, Michi couldn't play the spiky wing. The spiky wing's worn off. I don't know the maths. The risky fish might be enough to get this done, given that Thunder hasn't drawn one of those bulwarks.
Yeah, if he loses this, that would be legendary for Michi, playing it absolutely perfect to win an extremely hard matchup, and it would just show how good this kid is.
Oh no.
He didn't have the cards though, or else he would have had it, huh?
Yeah, he didn't have the cards in the end. So obviously we couldn't see, but there's a high chance that Michi drew the damage cards onto that midliner that was in last stand. Because he only had 4 cards in the end. That's a rough one. It was definitely closer than it should have been. If you're Thunder there, you're thinking you got away with one right at the end.
Yeah.
That last stand could have been
okay,
rough,
well, let's think about it. If he doesn't last stand, he draws better, but the game is over that way too.
Yeah, he was completely... he was going to win either way.
That way just made it more... That way made it so Thunder could make a mistake. And then at the end, potentially, it kind of worked, right? Because he didn't pull the bulwark. And if Mitsubishi has the extra attack card or an extra risky fish, that may have been just enough to pull that off. So, in the end, it was supposed to end that way. Mitsubishi made it close. That's nice. And Thunder now made it close for the group. Because now they're all tied up. Everybody's tied up in the middle. They all have 2 wins. Oh, Thunder has 3 now? Okay, this is correct. So Thunder's actually in the lead now. Starting off 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 or 1 and 2, I guess it would have to be. And now he's sitting up front, and everyone else has to catch him.
Yep, and it looks like, if I can do percentages correct, that Feliciano and Michi have a game in hand going into the end here. So Thunder against Michi, which we've just had. And this next round is really going to be the big ones, because Tapioca, he did well to draw, sort of claw back a couple of wins, but he has played a lot of games. We've still yet to see these extra rounds come out of Feliciano, so he's got his chance to try pull ahead. But yeah, big from Thunder. He really needed that win. Otherwise, it may have just turned into a Feliciano against Mitsubishi affair right at the end of this.
And these,
round robin.
There's always the fear that there's going to be ties at the end, and that could be an issue, but that doesn't matter. We'll just show another match. Beyond that, these round robins have worked out really well in Aperon and in Axie. So, find some friends, do some round robins, have some fun, get some competitions going on the side. You know what I'm saying? Meet up, do the tingy. I think it's a good time. This has been great. The players have been great. They've been having, and you can make your own rules, make your own Axie pool rules, make your own banning rules, do whatever the hell you want. There's even tools out there to help you, and you can just put in the IDs and do it that way, right? Axie has a lot of pre-built infrastructure from all these years to really feed into the competitive scene. So take advantage of that, add it to the wagers, and boom, you have your own little personal esports where you're making money for playing a game you played when there was nothing. So respect to everyone out there that is still playing V2, that's doing the tingy. Respect to everyone out there that's hanging out with us here. Indes, thank you for being here. This has been freaking awesome. I've been loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Oh, we got another Thunder versus Feliciano match coming up right now. So Thunder is just doing his marathon right now, and then he's going to sit back and see how the other players do. But if he wins this one, he's in a great spot.
Not only is he in a great spot, he's going to put Mr. Producer Man out of his cash, because he's been betting his whole strategy on Thunder losing so far, which has started to turn into not a very profitable one. So let's see if Thunder can keep up that theme. False. We've got a... You bet on Thunder. He's flipped the script. It seems like Mr. Producer Man is just very, very accurate with his premonitions now, at least on Thunder's games. So let's see what you guys are betting.
But I called Thunder to win the night, so he needs this one, and then I think he might have it. At least he'll be able to tie for it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it would have to be close if Thunder wins this one, right? It's a big game because Feliciano, I think, is the other player with a game in hand, so he really wants to knock him out.
Absolutely, that is correct. It is the game in hand, and this is the game. This is the one. This is where Feliciano is going to leave his mark, or he's going to fall and become more of an upset player for the others. All right. So who do you think's going to take it? Do you think Thunder's going to keep rolling? Or do you think that Feliciano's going to come in and stone cold Steve Austin him?
I want to say Thunder this game because it feels like he's adjusted his strategy a bit. That was the first game he didn't bring that herbivore plant that everybody seemed to be predicting. Like we said, it was a really strong team pick from him. And I don't think that's just an out-and-out meta team anymore. I think that was more of a snipe on his part. And he's gone with it again. And this looks like an older meta team out of Feliciano as well. Obviously, we're in this like spam artifact meta at the moment, and since we've taken away the artifacts, people have gone back a meta. And this is one of those gravel Axies that you would have even seen at AxieCon, right? It's been around for a while, and this is a full spear back to 2022 type matchup, and let's see who's going to take it home.
And I'm not going to lie, while you were talking, I claimed like 17 different victories on Tribally. It's like, guys, this is free. Like, for real though, stack them bags. This is your chance. This is so free. So yeah, I'll get back to focus, refocus. Here we go. We've got Feliciano losing his front Axie. Oh no, he didn't have enough damage. His front's going to drop. And both fronts are going to drop. So we are in a 2v2, but I feel like Feliciano in the late game with the slower Axie and with the Gravelant is in a really good position.
Yeah, the only way Thunder's going to win this is if he's got such a big advantage going into the mid-late game that he can, time a kill off on Feliciano. Like we said, with playing the spear on this Reflectile, he has no ranged cards. So once he's gravel locked, he is gravel locked for the rest of the game. And unfortunately, there's already that gravel going on that midliner that has 5 energy. He's in round 4, so he can't use his tiny dinos. And I think that's two of his cards on that midliner that are going to be gravelanted as well. And 3 energy steals. I think this one's all but over. Almost all 3 of those are melee cards. So yeah, massive team pick advantage here. That Graveland's just going to shut off all of Thunder's backliners, and he never really had a chance to get into this game.
And Feliciano already has 6 cards in hand, so even though Thunder's got 10, it kind of doesn't matter because Feliciano has used 1 gravel. But
that's the only thing. You can see here Feliciano is sort of trying to work out the maths, how many cards he needs to play to try and stay alive here. Oh, okay, Jaguar, the ability's gone off. Let's see. It looks like Feliciano was trying to predict that with a double catfish, didn't do it. So Thunder's at least made it somewhat interesting, but like we said, unless he can get a couple of crits in, and unless Feliciano hadn't drawn that second Gravelant, again, the game was all over. But it was pretty cool to see the Jaguar activation. I don't think
that's very rare. That's very rare, but I do love it. Oh, and he used the defensive card. Maybe he's hoping that... Oh no, there's 2 gravels in hand. There's just nothing you can do. There's literally nothing you can do.
I think he was hoping that no scarabs would have been drawn and maybe he could have reflected some of those spears, but he didn't even get his tiny dinos in hand, unfortunately, for Thunder. So there was no chance at finishing off that game. It's a shame, but I think Gravelant is just so far out of the meta that Thunder was not expecting somebody to bring it and counter that team of his that was already out of the meta as well. So unfortunate for Thunder, but very big pick from Feliciano. There was a lot of risk in taking a team that was, not really used nowadays as a counter to one of Thunder's. That's, again, wasn't a very used pick. So interesting games getting down to the later stages, and without that team,
it's all even again. It's all even again. It's all freaking even again. Thunder's got 3. Feliciano's got 3. Feliciano's still got games to play, though. Holy crap. Like, all these players can still win this. Tapioca is not out of it yet. He's playing against Mitsubishi next. Like, so he can still get top 2 potentially if he can win another one against Mitsubishi. And then I think if Feliciano beats Mitsubishi, that potentially could put even Tapioca back into it.
Yep, so from the percentages, again, if I can do a bit of quick maths, it looks like Feliciano's played 5 games, Thunder's on 6, and Michi is on... Is that 4 games? Does Michi have games in hand? Yeah, so it's all going to come down to Michi, really, right? We've got to see Michi take out Tapioca. Unfortunately for Tapioca, that would put him out of the running, and then really see who can bring it in these last couple of games. Thunder's got 1 game left to play. So has Feliciano. I want to say Feliciano has 2 games even to play, and Michi's got
No. We only have Tapioca versus Michi and Michi versus Feliciano.
Oof. It's really getting tight then. So, Thunder out of Thunder's hands. Can he come... Can Thunder only come first if we get a full tie?
I have no idea.
There's a lot going on.
Let's see what happens. Let's not try to assume, because it's round robin and it can all go to hell in a matter of moments, especially in V2. So, I think I'm going to remind everybody, we're going to do a $20 Tribally giveaway. We need you to post a completed challenge that has a timestamp that was within the start of this stream. That was 2 hours and 45 minutes ago. So everyone that puts in a completed challenge here is going to be entered into a giveaway. So we need the links. Is there a vesting in the P2A allocation? I don't know. Indez, what do you say?
That'll be a question for me. Yeah, so for the P2A, it's going to be distributed directly on chain to your Coinbase Smart Wallet that you dedicate on the site. And as soon as our public sale finishes and we see the liquidity, those tokens are going to be distributed. So your tokens are going to be sent out at the exact same time as the public sale tokens, the same time as the small amount of pre-sale tokens. There's no vesting, no cliff. You're going to get your airdrop coins immediately. You don't even have to wait for the bridge. They're going to be sent out to the wallet you set up. So make sure that you've got a Coinbase Smart Wallet connected to your Tribally Games account, and those will be sent out to your wallet on base chain. And if you want to do anything with that, you're going to need to have a little bit of ETH in your wallet over on Coinbase or over on base. And over the next few days, we're gonna have a lot of videos going out. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to get ETH there, whether it be through, if you're in the Philippines, you can send it through CoinsPH, you can send it through BitGet, lots of different CEXs. You can move money to base so that you can transact with your tribal, or if you're anywhere else, whichever local CEX to you, you can just move funds off of Ronin into that Binance, Coinbase. You've got lots of options nowadays. Or if you haven't got access to a CEX, you can always use the Ronin bridge whenever it does come back, because I believe it might still be down at the moment, to move funds onto ETH mainnet, and then from ETH mainnet you can move them over onto base. But yeah, don't worry, there's going to be lots of videos, lots of educational videos walking you guys through
I need that
all of those
Coinbase video.
steps.
Like 2 days ago.
Chief's been on me all week. How do I set up a Coinbase Smart Wallet? So I need to get on that. I believe we've actually had some help from the guys over at Base, and there should be some how-tos and a bit more direction in our Discord about that. So if you are, stuck and you're not sure what to do, pop a message into the Discord. Preferably tag me, not Gunluck, because he's so busy, and I'll give you a hand with that. If not, just wait around for those videos. They are going to be out before the big day, September 5th, when we do have that public sale.
So I want to get to a couple questions in chat and a couple things. Robocop's like, every time I look, there are new games to bet on. Yup, all day long. Then to the other one, I'm not sure if I did it right. That was a wager that I won. You need to go to the completed challenges. Keep in mind, challenges are happening all day long. So if you bet on a challenge that was 20 minutes ago, you might have 3 pages of challenges that you missed. That doesn't mean your claim is not there. It just means you have to go back and claim. So you may have to go through many pages right now. That is just part of the journey. Gunlock was saying we have an entire channel dedicated for looking for challenge on the Discord. Let's get the Tribal League Discord in here so people can find and use that channel. And I've been telling Thunder and I've been telling Indez, this is the way. We need to get a channel for this in all the different Discords that people are hanging out in, so they can just meet up, play some Axie, play some Aperon, or play whatever is next on the list. So, wanted to answer some questions. Let's go. Ready to rumble. Zenkis, vesting, P2A airdrop. Yes, there's an airdrop happening right now. Vesting, no. And there is just betting on matches where you can farm tribally currently. You can be part of matches, and if people bet on your match, you get a piece of the pie, depending on how many people bet on your match. So, a lot going on, a lot of information. The stream is recorded. You can go back and watch it again. Get on Twitter. Make sure to follow Tribally. Make sure to follow E4E. We're going to be posting about this. We're going to be doing show matches. We're going to have another stream on Monday, game night. If you want to come and participate, we're going to find ways to get people to play. Everyone can challenge each other. We'll probably maybe even use the Tribally Challenge channel to do it. Maybe not. We'll see. I haven't figured out the details on that, but we're definitely going to do a challenge night. And that's enough of me. We got Mitsubishi, Tapioca. We're getting into a big match. If Tapioca can win this, shit's getting crazy. If Mitchie wins this, then he is on his way back to the top. What are you thinking when you see this?
So it looks like Michi is going to have slight favour in this matchup. Obviously, we've got the Katara tank coming out of Tapioca, and that's going to get value against the Dusk. But Double Aqua is normally the best team against these Bird plus Dawns or Bird plus Aqua style teams. So I'm thinking that Michi's going to be able to see this one out. Obviously, Tapioca also has this Hairbird, this style bird that I like, except with the Hungry Bird instead. And that's not going to be as helpful for him against these Aquas. He would have liked to have, a risky feather, a bit more damage against these Aquas. So I think Michi is going to have this one, and Tapioca is going to struggle once he does get to the mid game.
Well, then that means that he needs to have a really strong early game. He needs to get some Kataro value for sure. He needs to get some Cattail value for sure, right? That's the ways to do it. And no Cattail this turn. That would have been one card. Well, only one so far. Not too bad. Oh,
yeah, but that tank going down is pretty much spells the end of this game, right? Like you said, he needs to either get some tank value or play around with the eggshells. But Michi, he knows how to run those percentages. He knew that just playing it safe, making sure that he wasn't going to get himself caught up in any sort of eggshell outplays, and just made sure that he covered all the options in that round 2 with that attack. And unfortunately for Tapioca, as we said, he's going to be playing from behind here.
Not the end of the world, though. Tapioca has come out here, put on a show. He started slow, just like Thunder. Both of them made a nice comeback here in the second half. And, it's all still open, but it is looking like Tapioca is going to be outmanned here. But who knows? Maybe he gets a crit here, takes out the Aqua, right?
Yeah, let's see. I think there's a chance with only 4 energy that Michi might not be able to pick all this. I don't actually know the maths. So if this Aqua goes down, I think Tapioca would definitely be in the driving seat. And I mean, it's going to go down. Michi's not going to commit to it. So well played on Michi's end. He's given himself all the chances in the world. But he is still quicker now. He's going to get a balloon off. So this midliner isn't going to go down at least for another round. Let's see. I think Michi's still going to be the one to win this game because there's no eggshells to outplay. But Tapioca's given himself a chance, and it didn't look like he had one a couple of rounds ago. So
and you never know when deck resets, so he might pull an eggshell.
Yeah, there's still options, and we got to see. Michi's only at 6 cards, so if I were to guess, Michi's probably going to try play this round fairly passively. Maybe a spiky wing to catch a balloon, but he could even play it as safe as just 2 cards to speed up. But let's see. It looks like he's going to catch this balloon, then he's going to speed up, and he's going to save his energy. But the real problem is the cards, because of that balloon, he was forced to play an extra card. Oh! As I was talking, huge crit, and I think that's game over.
Tapioca keeping everything so interesting, winning the big matches against the big names. Did he just wipe a tear off of his cheek because he felt so bad? Is that what I just saw? I bet. And a quick shout out to Kill Axie, what is good? Said hello, Chief and Indez. Welcome. You look very familiar. It's been a while though, Kill. Welcome back to the show. Good to have you with us.
Yep, Kill's one of our Axie guys, and wow, massive comeback in the end. That double Cottontail round into the clean kill was huge. Feels like Michi didn't get the cards he wanted on that midline to keep it alive. And again, Tapioca made all the right plays, kept himself in what was not the best matchup in the world by the looks of it, unless I'm missing something.
Bro, this is going to be a tie. This is going to be a freaking tie. Michi's going to beat Feliciano. They're all going to be 50%. And we're going to have to do another round.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
This is going to be a tie. Feliciano has to win.
Yep. For this to have an answer, Feliciano needs to win. And then Thunder and Tapioca, do we have a head-to-head result on them?
Let's think back. I think that Thunder may have won that one twice. But I might be wrong.
Twice, then there's reason to put him ahead.
Then that means Thunder would get second if Feliciano wins this. If that's correct. So moderators, check that. So if Feliciano wins, Thunder and Tapioca, did they both win one of the head-to-heads, or did Thunder win both? That is the question we're potentially need to answer. And if Mitchie wins this, then we just got to run it back. So let's see what happens. Let's jump right into this, because we potentially might have some more matches. If we do, then we're going to want to get the matches rolling very quickly without any breaks. And yeah, just to keep the show going. And even if the wagers aren't punctual, like but let's see what happens. But now we have the favorite from the start of the night, Mitchie, having to win a game to keep it going. That seems like very plausible.
Yeah, that was very big from Tapioca getting that last win. Like we said, he was at 0 wins. He'd lost his first 2 games. He was all the way down there, and he's just pulled off a massive recovery. And now Mitchie, who started off hot, is suffering a little bit. So let's see how everybody finishes it off. And Feliciano, who did pull ahead, now needs to finish off strong. And there's not really much else to it. I'm sure you guys have already got your bets in. See, has anybody so far? I'd be shocked with how much parity there's been. Has anybody got 7 or more bets right so far? Is anybody in for a chance of that 8-bet correct level we were talking about? Or
I wish we had a way to, like, within the Tribally thing, to have like recent bets or recent wins or something, right? I know this is not a priority at all. This is a total like quality of life thing. But that'd be so cool if you could just go and be like, all right, bets in the last hour. And you just have them there, and then you can just find the ones like boop, boop, boop. Obviously, right now there's a lot, right? When it's real money bets, if you have a match in the future and nobody bets on it, it's not going to count. So part of this is going to be marketing yourself, showing people that, like, bet on me, I'm a winner. Bet on me, I'm a real person. Bet on me, you can trust me, right? If you want people to put their money on you, think about that. You're going to have to present yourself. You're going to have to, show yourself in a way that people see you, remember you, and inevitably bet on you.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, all the chances to make a name for yourself with this. And unlike, other games at the moment, or even a lot of the leaderboards in the esports that we're used to, right? It's normally the 1%, the absolute top level of player that has the chance at, the rewards, at everything like that. Whereas with challenges, it's flip the script again. You can play with your friends. You can try build up a name for yourself, be entertaining, have people bet on your matches and earn up that way. It's really a great way for gamers, creators, and games to all come together with, again, as we said, these aligned incentives. And play to airdrop at the moment, free bets, no reason not to get yourself over on the site and get ready and used to it for when but like you've been saying, USDC on-chain betting comes next month. You'll be all ready, all used to how it's working.
Stack your bags and get ready for liftoff is all I gotta say. You do not want to miss this. You do not want to be on the sidelines, and you don't want to be in that position where you're like, oh man, Chief and Indez told me about this 3 weeks ago and I had 3 weeks to get free tribal tokens. Damn it. I literally have farmed like 2,000 tribal tokens, and I'm not sitting here grinding all day. I got lots of things going on, but I'm still getting my fix in. Like, I love betting. I think it's great. And right now, free betting, yes, please sign me up, because the more I win, the more of you guys I can bet on in the future. So, catch my eye. Catch my eye. I'm one of those guys, you want me to see you, because if I start seeing your name and you're winning, I'll come and bet on you because it's fun. And I'm going to have a bunch of Tribally tokens waiting to bet on you guys in the real money time, right? So just saying, I'm one of those people that, like, I'm interested. I want to see good games. I want to see you stream your matches. I want to watch what I'm betting on. That's a big part of this. Like, if you don't stream it, people... Like, yeah, it's cool just to win money if you think the guy's going to win, but inevitably, people want to watch who they're betting on. That's part of the entertainment value. But enough of us talking. Let's see. Mitsubishi, Feliciano, they both got the birds, and Mitchie's got the advantage because he brought the back door. Oh my god, are they trolling us?
I was about to say that, yeah. We've unfortunately got a situation on our hands where Michi has the advantage. He's got some good damage off the bat. Feliciano has drawn quite nicely, so he's at least got a load of cards on this bird to try reel off, but he doesn't seem to want to use his full combo. He seems a bit trigger shy here. Maybe doesn't want to get this eggshell off and have it die to plant cards, but it absolutely feels like he should be using those Dawn cards here. So let's see.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Keep talking, Indas. I need to think for a second.
He's gone full damage, and it's not going to kill. He's not going to get the kill. It's going to be tight. The bird's going to stay alive. He's going to get double card draws into, which is not great because obviously we're worried about this backdoor combo coming through from Michi to clear out the backdoor. At least for Feliciano, he's got energy and he's got cards, but killing this bug is going to be an absolute pain for him.
I mean, the fact that he hasn't been backdoored yet, it's just like, it's coming. You just feel it with 8 energy, 11 cards. You just feel it. And there's still a tank there. This is brutal. That Mitsubishi, that little Mitsubishi, he could lag out.
Yeah, let's see. Ooh, okay. So Michi's tried to play a bit of mind game there and have Feliciano catch the potential backdoor, catch, the egg, and try to come through with some damage. There's a chance that Michi didn't actually draw the shrimp yet as well. So now we're in a position where Feliciano can get some good damage off onto this bug. Is it going to be enough to kill it? Probably not. Is he going to get eggshelled? Quite likely as well. So it's definitely not a winning position for Feliciano yet, but it's better than he was looking going into this game.
Yeah, interesting. This is interesting because Feliciano is faster. So he does still get these attacks off. And and if Michi kills the bird, then that means the tank's gonna survive. Right?
Yeah, there's a lot going into this turn. He's going to get good damage off. The question really is there going to be an eggshell coming in here? And there is. He's gone front door with the eggshell. Oh, that crit didn't make a difference. It would have gone down either way. But he does get the plant out of there. And you have to think, in Feliciano's position here, he could have been a lot more up than he was. He ended up just hitting some bird card attacks into that midliner. Didn't get much damage on, and more key here, he's actually speed swaps. Because of that eggshell, he's now slower than Michi's bird, or Michi's Dawn. So he's got absolutely no advantages apart from the fact that he's got more damage than Michi's backliner, but he's down on energy, down on cards. Feels like as long as Michi plays this one correctly, he'll be able to ride it out for a win and bring us to a 4-way tie.
These trolls, they're such trolls. Oh my goodness, this is funny. This is kind of hilarious.
Oh no.
Oh
right, so let's see.
Goodness.
Yep, it's looking like it's over because even if Felicia or even if Michi's bug goes down here, I believe a 4-card combo from Michi will kill whatever Feliciano can put up in this next round. So unfortunately for him, unless he gets, in some miracle way, he gets clipped and he's now quicker, I think this is just game over.
Oh, this is kind of hilarious, but also like, what the hell? That was not supposed to happen. I was like, okay, if there's a tie for one of the money spots, sure, we'll play a match. I did not think there would be a 4-way tie, only an Axie Classic. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Everyone is still in this. That is,
oh my god,
amazing and horrid at the same time. I have an early morning, but you know what? We out here, baby. We are out here. The 4-way tie. So we're going to go to a quick break. We're going to let the mod set this up. and
Try work out what to do.
and try to figure out if there's anything. So Thunder 2-0 Tapioca, Mitchie 2-0 Feliciano, Feliciano 2-0 Thunder, and Tapioca 2-0 Mitchie. That's hilarious. It's a full-on tie. A full-on tie. Everyone 2-0'd one up. That is hilarious. This is rigged. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back. Go get some coffee. Go get some something. I need to get something. I need some water. All my drinks are empty. And we'll see you guys in a couple minutes for another round of epicness. Ha! Ha ha! Oh my god, he's here! Is he muted?
How was I?
Oh, he...
Can you hear me?
Oh my god, I was about to start clowning on you. Negative 47 seconds. Oh my goodness. Well done, well done. You were only a minute late. That's actually like 7 times faster than last time. So I'm proud of you. All right,
Very
so
slow
this is what we're gonna do, everybody. This is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do a whole nother round. The players would kill me because, you know, this has been like a 3-hour tournament. We used to do 10-hour tournaments, 12-hour tournaments. Remember back in the days, the olden days? But anyways, we are gonna do 2 matches, best of 1. The winners will play in the finals for a best of 1. We're gonna keep it nice and easy, keep it flowy. 13.5 hours we've done. What up, Tanji? How is it going, brother? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we've done some shit. We've done some crazy shit back in the day. So we'll keep it quick and dirty tonight. We're going to get into our first match as soon as they're ready. Not going to make anybody wait any longer than Indez already did. You guys have been awesome tonight. This has been a blast. Everybody has showed up. Everybody is doing the damn tingy. I appreciate you guys. And that was the ending of our first 2 rounds of round robin. 12 matches later, we had an absolute deadlock tie because we've got 4 absolute savages here playing tonight, and everyone is a winner. So here we go.
Ooh.
We started with Thunder and Mitchie, and we're
Yeah.
back to Thunder and Mitchie. This match for all the marbles. And they're coming out, and Thunder is like, you know what, screw y'all and your Gravelant, I'm gonna do that too. And it looks like it might have been a good pick.
Yep, looks like an all melee backliner out of Mitsubishi. It's also an Aqua. And like you said, or like we saw last time, right, that Gravelant is going to turn everything off. And once again, another key difference that Thunder's changed up, he's not gone back to that herbivore plant against Mitchie. He's learned that Mitchie's liking these reptile front tanks, and it's worked out. He's going to get that damage, no dead card in herbivore. And I've, like the other game against Mitchie, I think, barring, you know, some massive outplay from Mitchie or misplay from Thunder, I think this is just going to be a Thunder win in this first round.
And, you know, to be fair, right now with Thunder going in first round and following up second round with the scaly lunges, I don't think Mitchie can survive this no matter what. Like, I don't think there's a world that he makes it through that much damage after already taking the first round of blows. He knows it as well. So that front reptile did not get its value by any means. And boom, boom. Oh, wow. He's even going to get a little poke on the midliner potentially, but that is a lot of shield.
Yep, exactly. That was definitely not surviving that round. When really what he needed was, you know, some sort of double go to catch play or massive value out of that front tank to even have a chance. Though Thunder is very low on cards and he's trying to risk keeping this tank alive. Obviously, it's not that big of a risk given how strong his endgame is. But Mitchie might be able to get a small little leg up here if Thunder has got too few cards and Mitchie can sort of snowball through and get some damage on the backliner. But I think it's a really outside chance at this point.
I feel like this is a risky play, though. Yeah, okay. I wonder if he's listening. Yeah, if he grins right now. Because that would have been super, super risky. He was way too slow. He loses cards, but now he's got the energy. And you don't want to waste your cards on the backliner. You need to stack that hand so that you can shut down the Aqua in the 1v1. Obviously, you still have to make it to the 1v1. And right now, Thunder does not have a very powerful hand.
Yeah, but obviously, because he went so aggressive at the start, that has left him a bit light on those cards. He's trying to get one Graveland through. You know, there is still an outside chance here for Mitchie. I don't know if from these 5 cards, he's got enough damage to clean through and kill Thunder's Dusk before he gets any cards off. But there is a situation where if the Dusk goes down, Thunder's only at 4 cards and 4 energy. He might not be able to finish this game off.
Uh-oh.
And here we are.
Yeah, having that, and here we are. Oh,
See?
wow.
Now, the one thing going for Thunder is that Mitchie did just have to use 4 cards from that backline Aqua. So he definitely hasn't got much damage from the backliner. It looks like this is going to be enough damage to kill Michi's
Does he have
midliner
to
unless
use
he
the
has.
nourishing to kill? Does he have to use the location to kill? Is that why? Because I feel
I
like
think that's the maths he's working out. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to cover it, but I think Michi might actually survive with those scarabs coming through. It's going to be tight, but it looks like it's enough shield. Yeah.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, that kept him alive. So as you said, that Graveland was the difference between Thunder killing and not killing if Michi had shield. But unfortunately for Thunder, despite having what looked like a really big matchup on paper, it looks like Michi's managed to find his way to win. I think a lot of it came down to that tank not drawing enough cards, right? And so he was forced to use a lot of cards out of his back and midliner to get the kill. Slammed a card into a last stand, slammed an extra attack into a shield on the midliner. Definitely some rounds that didn't go Thunder's way. And Michi, again, as we've seen across this tournament,
Finding
right?
value,
Very
right?
solid play.
Finding value across like bad situations, and that's all you can do. But I mean, it's not over yet, right? Because Thunder is gonna get the energy. He has 4 cards, and
There's a chance.
I don't know.
Michi's
Is that the
drawn.
order though? Is that the wrong order?
I don't think it matters for Thunder, but for Michi, there's a chance like the other game, right, where he draws two Spiky Wings. Let's see. I don't know if he's got enough with Spiky Wing and 3 attacks, or if he needs to draw all 4 attacks here. I feel like that's going to be enough. Yeah, just enough there, but very, very close. Like we said, a lot of things didn't go Thunder's way throughout that game. Some rounds that Michi played really well and Thunder could have played a bit better, and it led to Michi getting the win and just really solid, consistent play every game, right? Every single game that we've watched of Michi's, you can't really point to a big misplay, a big advantage he's given the opponent. He just takes what he gets and, always keeps himself in these games. So really well played from Michi against what we thought was, the 2 favorites coming in, and Michi's bested Thunder again in that head-to-head. But, great games, really tight every single time. Came down to a card draw right at the end. If Michi got 2 Spiky Wings, then Thunder would have won. So
yeah. And basically what we did is we put people together that went 1-1. And this was like their 3rd game, right? Their best of 3 to go to the finals. So here we are, Michi, first player going in, and then we got Tapioca and Feliciano coming up next. UES, the Tribally token we have right now, they are real. These are real tokens. Like when the TG happens and the bridge opens and the betting opens, these are real tokens. Right now, get on tribally.games. Let's drop it in the chat. All right, there's plenty of links up here too of challenges that you can check out. Get on there, start making challenges, start challenging your friends. There's new games coming, lots happening. This is a token you want to have. And I wouldn't even say to withdraw it. I would say to stack it and then earn more of it, because I believe in the token. I think this is going to do really well. We're bringing wagers to Web3, baby. Like, this is changing everything. This is going to be able to add so much value to the games that come into this ecosystem. And it's just, you guys are the key. You guys are the key, because you guys have the opportunity here to grow, to earn, to make money. And to do that, you have to use the platform, have challenges, have people to bet on, know who you're betting on, right? That's the thing. Right now, it's easy to just spam click to make money. That's great. But later, you're going to want to know, like, who's good. You can start learning that right now. You can start figuring out right now who these top players are, who you want to be betting on down the road. And here we go. We got another Gravelant coming in from Tapioca.
Wow.
Against a double Aqua from Feliciano. And after Tapioca started the day so poorly, he now looks like he's about to go to the grand finals, because this looks like a very strong matchup.
Yeah, like we said, he's got the Graveland. Graveland completely shuts down that backliner. Is he going to face the same issue Thunder had last game, where he didn't quite have the firepower to get through? There's a chance off that first round. Very strong first round for Feliciano. Got the damage, got the steals. But let's see. We do still have tank cards out of Tapioca. And as long as he gets some value out of that tank, some damage coming through, then he should be fine.
And, we've seen crazier things happen tonight. That's for sure. There's no done deals here. It's Yeah, 5th of September, TGE, ladies and gentlemen. 5th of September. You have like 5 days to stack your bags and get ready for the big launch. 5 days is a lot of bets. These, like, every time you refresh the page, you have new bets. That's just the way it is right now. It's absolutely wild in the hood. So let's see, can Feliciano bring this back? He's at a disadvantage. He does have some good beast attack cards on those backliners, so, and some risky fishes. So it's not impossible, but this Kataro midliner looks real scary, and the leak tail, like, that seems like it could be a very problematic.
Yeah, Tapioca seems to be shaking his head a little bit about how many tank cards he had left over that went down. No damage yet off on this midliner as well. And as we've seen, these risky fishes paired with the spiky wing can do a great deal of damage against these midliners, even without the artifact edition. So definitely not out of the woods yet for Tapioca. He is probably going to be forced to use a lot of his damage on this front tank, and obviously he still needs that to get through the midliner as well. So let's see if he's going to be able to survive two rounds, and if he's got enough damage to clean through.
Is he gonna be able to do it?
Ooh. He's gone down. He's ordered it wrong as well, so he's got even less damage. He's not going to get the kill. And once again, despite having the matchup in the end game, we've seen 2 scenarios where the early and mid game hasn't gone the way of the Gravelamp player, and unfortunately they've lost despite looking like they've got a strong matchup on paper.
And I mean, isn't that awesome? That's V2, right? That's just V2 at its best right there, where you go in, you feel good, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I did a boo-boo. I did a boo-boo. But it's part of it, right? It's part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that little play there just to take any sort of chance of Tapioca getting back into the game. You know, if it had gone to last stand, he'd have been able to use his little Biden's outplay and maybe with a crit got 3-1, but no. Really well played from Feliciano there. Once again, it came down to Tapioca not getting the tank value he needed. His tank died really quickly, died with 4 cards in its hand, and on a team that doesn't have much damage, that relies on the tank for damage, that not getting any value is, you know, what led to that loss there.
I think that's the important point you just made, right? When you have a low damage team, that tank is actually an attacker more than anything else. Like, you need the damage, you need the value from it. So that makes a lot of sense. A bit unfortunate there. Tapioca fought very hard tonight, put on a show. We had a 4-way tie. Like, let's be real, people. We got what we paid for, and we didn't pay anything. So good job to all the players. And we got 1 match left. So, you know, make sure to get out there, get on Tribally.games. This is going to be the end of the night. And we do have the one last giveaway. I saw 2 people drop a link. We need to see a link of a challenge you took part in. You were the player of the challenge. That's what we want to see here. So drop any challenges where you were one of the players, not betting on the challenge. That's too easy. You were the player, all right? And you have until the end of this match to post it. If you posted earlier, please post it one more time. Let's get it to the mods. Let's keep it easy. We've got Feliciano versus Mitsubishi, the finalists of today's Wager Wars. Thanks to Tribally, thanks to E4E for doing all the work. They had to learn a new system. We put this all together in like 4 days. Well done, team. Amazing job, everybody, all around. We got 125 people here. This has been absolutely amazing and humbling, and I'm just so happy to have you guys here. I'm so happy to be a part of this, and I really think that, you know, through this long sideways market we've been feeling, this is a very bright star for everybody, giving us all something to do, giving us something to watch, giving us some entertainment and some earning. Play to earn is back, baby. Get involved, do the tingy, get your Tribally tokens, right meow.
Yeah, but here we have it. I mean, at the start of the day, it did look like Michi and Feliciano, you know, were the strong 2 players off the bat, and the other ones here in the finals, like I said, got those bets on. Everybody got their bets in. Not sure if everybody would have been able to guess who we'd have in the final here, but we've got the teams, we've got the games. More Gravelan is showing up once again. Honestly, there is a lot into this matchup. I'm not too sure who's got the advantage here. On Feliciano's side, we do have the spears. The spears should be able to help him get through that front tank. Obviously, the shrimp of Mitsubishi's is not going to be that useful in this matchup. You know, he's not too concerned about the Gravelan in the 1v1. His bug should still take care of business there. And that midliner, his bug should also still have matchup against. So just going front, getting the value out of his damage is going to be the way to go. It's really all in the early mid game. There's not much else to look at in this matchup. It's just who plays the start better than the other player.
Yeah, and right now we see Michi coming out swinging right off the bat, getting a good amount of damage, and now Feliciano's going to counter with return fire. Got his scaly lunges together to get that bonus. That's kind of a big part of this composition, right? And also with the Rice play and the Goda. So if Michi makes a misplay here, this could be the turn. He can't let those two energy get stolen and destroyed.
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, a potential here for if Michi pulls off this kill with his Dawn, gets all 3 cards off, eliminates any sort of value from the front tank of Feliciano's, then he could be sitting very pretty. But if he doesn't go for it, and you know, we've seen Michi, he doesn't always push those plays, those small percentage plays, and just plays it safe. So there is a chance he could get the steal off. But here we go. Those 3 cards out of the bird, managed to get the tank to all the way out of there. No steals coming through, no damage throughout of that tank. And Michi's really put himself in the driver's seat of this game. Again, just very solid gameplay at the start from Michi.
He's just been on fire. This is, I mean, even Thunder, when he would talk about Michi over the last couple months, he's like, yeah, he's probably the best player in the game. And a lot of it is instinct. And I remember when I met Michi, he was so shy and he was an up-and-comer and they did okay. You know, it wasn't a great performance. It wasn't bad. It was just all right. And now here he is. He's stuck to it, and he's got that killer instinct. He knows when to make the right plays. He knows when to go aggressive, when to go defensive. And we've been seeing it all night. He's just been playing, you know, in a kind of a class of his own. He hasn't been perfect by any means, but when it comes to team picks, when it comes to reading opponents, when it comes to making the play that gets you that small advantage over and over and over, like against Thunder in the last match, he's just been kind of doing it all.
Definitely. And let's see if he can close it out here. Like we said, looks to be in the driver's seat. As long as he doesn't get caught out on, you know, losing his Dawn too early, getting caught out with some Katara steals, he should just be able to see this one through. He's got 11 cards.
I've heard you say that before. Ha, ha, ha,
yeah,
ha.
That is true. That is true. But if I were a betting man right here, I think I'd have to go Michi's way to close out this bracket of ours today. But let's see.
Well, thanks to Tribally, now you can be a betting man. Ha, 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 ha.
That was a very good. I'm proud of my layup there. Wasn't intentional. Good catch.
I know, that was perfect.
Right. Let's see. The question is if Michi eggs or he doesn't egg. That's really what everybody, or what they're both thinking about here. He's going to get a steal. Not the damage he wants. So really, Feliciano's play there was banking on an egg. That whole play was set up for the eggshell. He obviously made sure that in case there was a snail shell, he ordered his cards correctly. But yeah, he wanted to try catch that Katara on the Dawn. Didn't quite work out. Michi's still got 6 energy, still got 10 cards. Has all the time in the world to choose where he wants to go, if he wants to shrimp or just get those cards, kill this Dawn out, and start to take on this 2v1 against the Gravel Axie.
Yeah, and I mean, the Gravel is not quite as good against this backliner because, you know, there's 2 ranged moves, so it doesn't shut it down completely. And now getting these double mosquitoes in, Feliciano is in yeah.
Just game over.
Yeah, it's that bad. Yeah.
And see, I mean, Feliciano, he tried to make the play to get himself back in the game, tried to catch that Katara on the egg. Michi knew that was his only way of losing it, really. So he played around it. And as soon as he saw the Kataras come through, egg, got those heals back off. And yeah, again, like we said, it's just Michi controlling the pace of the game, knows how to play it. And over the course of a round robin like this, where it's best of one, solid play is going to put you in as best position possible to deal with all the variants in this style of format. So, well played to Mitsubishi. I hope you guys were betting on him and won your tribal off of choosing him as the winner. But yeah, great play all round. Thank you for all of our players for coming along. And of course, thank you for E3E for putting this event on for us over at Tribally. And yeah, congratulations to Michi, who was the overall winner in our extended bracket in the end there.
Yeah, and Feliciano getting second place as the last player joining the competition last minute. So appreciate you coming out and jumping in. Appreciate you guys staying. I know the stream went longer than planned, quite a bit actually. So, thank you all. It was definitely worth it. And guess what? We're going to be back on Monday, Indez and I, doing this again. We're going to be doing some more Wager Wars. It's going to be a different format, more of a game night kind of thing. We may even be doing some King of the Hill. So I've got some different ideas that we're going to try, but you're going to have to be active. You're going to have to know how to use the platform. You're going to have to get involved if you want to get on stream, and you'd have to also use OBS. But we'll see. We'll see how we're going to format that. We'll definitely have a bunch of matches, Axie V2 and Aperon. We're going to be doing 2 games in the same, show, which is a new thing we can now do here because of Tribally. Because now we have a reason to bring them together and show them at the same time, kind of mix some communities, maybe even mix some players between the games, see what we can't, conjure up here over the next couple weeks and months. This is only the beginning. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Again, see you on Monday. We're going to run it back. We're going to have some more good times. Congrats to the players. E4E, you're awesome. Tribally, you're awesome. We have a bright future ahead. So, get to those wagers, baby. Start stacking those bags. TGE on the 5th of September. We are out. We're done for tonight. Later.